I also did remember to change the microphone setting this time on my computer, so it actually is
Yeah.
on the right one this time. Your game audio muted right now?
It is. Mod view updates. I will watch tutorial later.
All right, just give me a mic check over here.
Check, check. I will unmute the audio as well.
Okay, actually working properly this time.
Alrighty.
All right, we're working properly this time. Hey, well, hello everybody. Welcome back to more Danganronpa 2 Goodbye Despair. I am Mr. Grinchman, once again along with ACP. In the last stream, we took on most of the daily life of Chapter 2. We hung out with Kazuichi and Peko, and we also found out the motive for the Chapter 2, which was this arcade machine, and we tried it, and it didn't seem to make a lot of sense. It skipped over a couple days, there are some deaths, and we don't really have all the pieces here. And when we last left off, we finished up with breakfast, and we did the last free time, and we're about to go hang out at the beach with Kazuichi, I think. We're crashing a beach party.
Mm-hmm. Alright.
I think we're literally going to the... Well, we're going to the restaurant, the diner, but...
Mm-hmm. Guess we'll run there, get a few levels.
Yep. I feel bad that we missed that Mahiru dialogue in the last chapter last night. That's one thing I do remember from when I was playing. I don't remember, like I said.
Yeah, I think we did do it last time. Oh, he's in two places at once.
Yeah. No, it was like when you...
For now.
It was like when you teleported. Remember, like last night we were going to the machine and you teleported? You could have found her walking around in one of the places you skip. And
I remember seeing her there
when we first played. I think.
When we first played.
Yeah, because I think she's like, Hajime's like, "What are you doing out here?" Then Mahiru's like, "I'm just going for a walk" or something. And Hajime's like, "That's kind of odd" or something like that.
Yeah. Looks like they're going to the Chandler Beach on the second island.
All right.
That's why we gotta head over to that diner first. Our plan is to be at the beach before they get there. Yahoo! I'm getting all excited now.
Yeah, okay, buddy. Let's go. Oh, hey, Gundam. Oops.
Gundam just hanging out.
I wonder what he's doing out here.
Stepping on the beach.
Well, that's if you went back over there, you could probably talk to him.
Yeah.
I didn't know he was over there.
They could give him a quick chat.
Okay. As a reminder, while he goes back, we both have played this game. It's been a while since we played it. Chapter 2, we're both not the freshest on in terms of what we remember. So, there you go. I already told you, all I want is silence and indifference. He was a little odd, I guess, at the diner the other day. I see.
Huh?
Hey, Hajime. It's all good. So let's hurry up and go.
Oh, you look so lonely. If you want to hang out, just say so. Oh yeah, he saw Kazuichi talking to us at the diner, and he was asking what we were talking about.
Yeah.
That's right. I mean, he does seem like a fairly lonely fella.
Yeah.
I mean, with just his hamsters for company, I mean. Yeah, we also found out Kazuichi is a misfit among misfits because he's a mechanic who likes to fix vehicles, who also gets motion sick.
Yeah, who can't ride the vehicles he fixes.
That's the bridge you want. The second island. Yeah, we found that out during his free time. He's probably just gonna say the same thing again.
For now.
Yeah.
All right.
This way.
I think if you go to the left, it's quicker.
Oh yes, the Camp Puyo is 50 MT away.
Yeah.
What?
Denies?
Denies. Kinnick Campu Kuyo.
I don't know what that is.
I don't think those are real words.
Yeah. There's the ruin again. There's the library. That really looks like a college library, you know? Like
Yeah, it does look kind of like something you'd see in like Washington D.C. or on a college campus or
Yeah.
something.
I never noticed that until now. Like, I never really put that together.
Yeah.
Yeah, here we go. At the diner.
Yeah, you really never go into that pharmacy except to find Mekon later.
Yeah, I forgot that you actually do that, because I didn't know if you actually had to ever go in again aside of the first time you go there.
Alrighty, the ladies aren't here yet. Let's hurry up and go inside.
Alright, hanging out.
Hanging out with the boys.
We're hanging out at the truck stop. This really is like a truck stop diner, I mean.
Yeah. Yeah, it does look like a Waffle House.
Yeah, it kind of does.
Alright, we're here. Now let's just have a stakeout at... No, let's just... Wait. Now we just have to stake out a spot and wait until the ladies arrive.
Are you sure about this plan? I mean, isn't this a little too stalker-ish? Okay, I guess we're just... I think we just have to talk to them.
Yeah.
And when are they going to come? Did
And-
you happen to overhear that with your sensitive ears, too?
They mentioned something about coming a little after the sun starts to tilt. So maybe around 4 p.m.?
It's 3 right now, so we still have to wait 1 more hour?
Always make your move early. That's just the basics, you know.
Hey, I don't know if you should be talking like an expert right now.
Hey,
It's fine, it's fine. Just make sure you keep watch by the window. It'd be bad if you didn't catch Miss Sonia on her way to the beach, you know. It's our job to keep that from happening. To get to the beach, they gotta pass in front of the diner.
engines revving.
You better keep your eyes peeled. This isn't a game.
If this isn't a game, then what is it? Yeah, I mean, what are we actually doing here? I mean, like, what would you call what we're doing?
It's a game.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, what would you call, like, what they're doing? Like, if it's not a game, then...
It's a game show.
It's like a... Yeah, I guess. It's like a movie you'd
A
see on...
reality show.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. It's like a movie you'd see on, like, a reality, like, competition show or something like that.
Yeah, it's like Survivor.
Yeah.
Like, literal.
Yeah, it's like... Yeah, I
You
imagine something like
literally
that
have
probably
to
happened on
survive.
Survivor at some point, too, guys waiting for a
Yeah.
girl.
Yeah, that'll be like Survivor in 20 years. It's just Danganronpa.
Yeah, I mean, in all honesty, Survivor could be Danganronpa. I mean, they trap you on a random island. I mean,
yeah.
I mean, like,
you have to survive.
I mean, if you've
But
read,
yeah, instead of voting you out, you
you die.
become
You
the
get killed.
killer one.
You know, like, if you read all the stipulations that, like, Survivor contestants have to fill out before they go on the show, I mean, there really is no contact with anyone else, like, off of the island, outside of the crew, when they leave to go there.
Yeah.
Like, there's, like, a strict policy about that. So you literally are
Yeah.
at the mercy of the people that brought you there.
Yeah.
So, I mean, yeah, I mean, it could be. I mean, yeah, you're right. Maybe in 20 years, with the way the world's going, maybe that'll be Survivor.
Yeah.
There's probably a lot of fanfics about that already, like
Yeah.
Survivor or other shows like it being a killing game. I've seen some total drama ones where that's the case. Okay.
Yeah.
I really should have just said no. Sitting at the table by the window, I rested my chin on my hands and absent-mindedly stared out the window.
For an hour, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh,
Are they coming? Did they arrive?
It hasn't even been 10 minutes yet. So it's only like 3:10 right now. 20 minutes passed and then 30 minutes. As time passed by, the only thing that grew were the volume of my sighs and the weight of my regret.
Oh, yes.
The infamous weight of his regret.
Hey, what kind of swimsuit do you think Miss Sonia will wear? Since she's a foreigner, how about a bikini?
Well, I mean, you know, in Europe, there's a lot of those,
Topless beaches.
yeah. I've been, well, Well, yeah, they took us to one when I was in Spain one time, and
Yeah.
yeah, and it kind of disturbed me. I said I'd
Nah.
rather be walking around a beach when
Right,
people are
see.
clothed. You know, that
Yeah.
that proves that I'm a pure-hearted individual.
Don't you feel like there's a pure, innocent, mythical fantasy hiding between the top and bottom of a bikini?
I mean, if you mean like their belly button, I mean,
Belly buttons are magical. That's a
yeah,
fact.
I mean, yeah, I bet Rick would want to go to one of those beaches. Don't tell him I said that.
Right.
I
I think he would just agree with you.
Hey, you could ask him when we go to that football game later.
Oh yeah.
You could ask him. If I wanted to agree with you, even if I wanted to agree with you, I don't know how to answer that. Wait, huh? And that's when it happened. In the corner of my eye, a certain someone walked by the front of the diner.
Huh?
Oh, isn't that?
I wonder what happened. I guess I should head over. We left the diner in a hurry and ran to where that person was standing. Oh, is that Fuyuhiko again hanging out?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, because he was over here yesterday. Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
He seems to like hanging.
What?
He seems to like hanging out over here or away from everyone else.
Yeah.
I mean, we kind of learned that last time.
Yeah.
You bastards! I knew it was you. I knew it was you, Fuyuhiko. What are you doing here?
Well, he's pretty easy to spot. Now that Byakuya's dead, he's the only blonde guy.
He's also the only guy wearing
And
a
also
suit.
the suit.
Yeah.
I always thought it was weird though that they made his eyes match the color of his hair.
I mean, a lot of characters kind of do that.
Yeah.
Like the
but
blue
it's just
hair.
kind of weird they went with a blonde eye, which is really interesting.
You know, like in V3, like Rantaro had like green eyes, and like
Yeah.
like Samugi's were blue.
Yeah.
So like a lot. So they do that a lot with anime.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like Kyoko had purple eyes.
Yeah,
to
she
match
did.
her purple hair.
Like
But
Mukuro
like
had.
blonde is such a weird color to choose.
Well, Mukuro had gray eyes. If you
Yeah.
looked at her artwork, she has gray eyes.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of other weird color eyes they've used. I guess that's it. I mean,
Of course, a lot of characters have red eyes, like Taka,
well,
Jack,
yeah.
and a few more. I think there's, and I'm like forgetting their names.
Celeste has red eyes.
Celeste and Pekko.
Yeah, Pekko. Does anyone in V3 have red eyes? Maki does.
Maki does, yeah.
Yeah, and I'm trying to remember what other eye colors there were. Shuichi's were like blue, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think, yeah.
Looking that up real quick. Looking up.
And then, oh, what's his name? The big guy from V3.
Oh, Gonta?
Gunta had green eyes, right?
I think he did. I'm looking up the colors of the eye. Okay, here we go. I have a list of the eye colors. There's actually several color characters with green eyes, like Mahiru apparently are green. Rantaro, Enko, Monica, and also Sakura. I didn't know Sakura's were technically green.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's several that are pink.
Yeah.
Like Chiaki, Gundam, excuse me. Gundam, Ibuki. Yeah, there's a bunch that are like just like a silverish color, like Nagito and Shuichi. Yeah, there's like the red. Yeah, you said you're right. Yeah, Celeste, Gonta, Taka, Maki, Pekko, and Jack. That really was all those.
Mhm.
The most common is
Did you say Gunta had red eyes?
yeah, he does.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah, because remember like when the sprites when he gets like really kind of
Oh
frustrated.
yeah.
Yeah, like the most common are brown and blue are the most common. There's a lot of
that
characters
makes
with blue
sense.
eyes.
Those
Hina,
are real eye colors.
yeah, there's a lot of people with
Not
blue
red.
eyes, like Hina, Byakuya, Junko, Kibo, Leon, Mew, Mukuro. I thought hers
Yeah.
were technically gray. Sayaka, Sonia, and the other Byakuya.
Although, to my knowledge, unless they are interracial children, I don't think Japanese can have blue eyes.
Yeah.
Because I think blue eyes are just like a European thing.
Yeah, 'cause my dad has blue eyes, and he's got German in him.
Yeah, because I believe actual blue eyes came from from Spain, I think. That's what they've traced it to. The first person that had blue eyes most likely came from like Spain somewhere.
Yeah, I don't know. I knew it was you, Fuyuhiko. What are you doing here?
Yeah.
Shut the hell up!
That's my line.
Hey!
What the heck? You're awfully tense. Actually, why do you seem so flustered?
You...
Who are you calling flustered? Don't go making false accusations, you bastard.
Huh?
Don't tell me. Oh man, is that it? You overheard my plan, didn't you?
Huh?
Plan?
Huh?
It's no use playing dumb. You overheard my plan and followed us here all the way here, right?
Hello!
Oh, hello, Ibuki.
Hey, what are you doing in this place?
Oh my!
That's a strange combo.
Hello!
Today is another wonderful day. Well,
You're done for!
I gotta get away. Now that I've caught you.
I don't think we've heard that voice clip before. So it's very odd.
I get so nervous I ended up learning something weird. Please don't hate me. I'll take the punishment as much as you'd like.
Well...
You two. This is such a coincidence. I never expected to coincidentally run into you guys here.
He really does suck at this. He shouldn't have said coincidentally that second time.
Yeah.
I think the first time, like, it would have been acceptable. When he said it the second time, I mean,
Yeah.
at least Ibuki and Mikan are not the most observant of people.
Yeah. Man, actually, Hajime and I were about to head over to the beach together.
Oh my.
Huh? Is that what you ladies are here for? That's such a coincidence. It even seems like destiny.
Aww.
Something's obviously suspicious. Your eyes are moving around like salmon before they lay eggs.
Well...
No way. I'm always like this. How should I put it? I always pay attention to my surroundings.
Well, I mean, if you work on like machines and stuff, I mean, I guess that's pretty necessary to be pretty observant with what you do. Considering stuff could blow up in your face.
Yeah. Ego in the chat says he only knows some characters' eye color because of the fan fictions.
Oh, well, yeah, I guess they are pretty prevalent because like you have to tell everybody what they are. Oh, he's back again, by the way. Hello, Ego.
Yeah.
Good to have you here again.
Yeah. I would. It'd be interesting to see if you or Ego have read more the fan fictions. I know you've read a lot of them.
Yes, I have. I've read a pretty good amount.
Because I mean, I don't really read fan fictions, but.
And how much have you how much have you read there, Ego? I mean, how much fan work have you read?
He says he's read a lot. So.
Ah, okay.
So probably about somewhere.
Yeah. Oh man. Have you? Well, I don't know if you would have read it. I mean, I feel weird talking about fan fiction in this, but. Oh man, what's the name of that author? I gotta plug this real quick. Sorry. There's a fan work called well, it's a series that's just referred to as a collection series of another IF, written by a guy known by the name of MH Joker Forever is the name of the author. It's on Archive of Our Own. Have you ever read that? If you haven't, one of the better fan series I've ever read for Danganronpa. I'd recommend checking it out. Happy we were plugging that, but because I doubt that guy is watching this stream. It'd be awesome if he was, but yeah, his work is really good. So, or it's a her. I don't know exactly what the gender of the writer is, but their work is very good. So, working through V3 right now. They just finished up chapter 1, so yeah, it's pretty good so far. I like what they're doing with it. I can't keep watching this.
Yeah.
As I sighed and looked away from that embarrassing sight, I realized that he disappeared. Oh, right, he's gone. Huh? Where did Fuyuhiko go?
Well,
Well, regardless, you two have arrived pretty early. It's only 3:30 p.m.
Oh,
You still have about 30 minutes until you meet the others.
no, you
He's
fool.
really bad at this.
Yeah, he is.
Why do you know where we're going to meet with the others?
Why, you?
And you even know our damn meeting time? Well, you see...
for now.
Anyway, let's cheers the coincidence that brought us together. So, it's okay if we join in too?
No, he responded in the chat. It's mostly read ship stuff. Okay. What's your ship? What's some of your ships? I gotta know this. Wow, you got forceful all of a sudden. Yeah.
I really like the Titanic.
Yeah, I'm with you there, buddy. I love
Although
that movie.
That ship has sunk long ago.
Nice. It has. Yeah, I mean, yeah. I mean, I said I'm not one of those characters who, or not characters, I should say. I'm not one of those people. One of those people who ships a lot of animated characters. I'm not one of those people. I've only got like really 2 ships in just like general cartoon animation that I actually ship,
Yeah.
and neither of those are necessarily Danganronpa. So,
Yeah.
wow, I got so forceful all of a sudden.
Aww.
So, what's your ulterior motive? You're probably here for Sonia, aren't you?
Well,
Really have no desire to do something so rude, like decline the offer at all. But Sonia was the one who planned to go to the beach, so we need to ask her.
Of course.
But it's all good. Let's go. It's too devastating to think Miss Sonia would decline. So I just won't think it.
Is he being an optimist or a pessimist? I don't really get it.
hey, hey!
Hey, is it alright if we go inside now? Ibuki was gonna eat a good meal first. That's why I came early. Sure thing. Let's wait inside.
I can't take my mind off Fuyuhiko. Oh well, I've come this far, I can't turn my back now. Or can't turn back now, I should say. Back in the truck stop.
With no trucks.
Yeah, well, I mean, we're on an island. I mean, how would you get a truck here? I mean, how would you get a truck here very easily?
Yeah, that doesn't make sense. Why do they have a road stop diner on a place with no roads?
Or at least no cars.
Yeah,
That's a good
I
question.
guess it's a theming thing. Yes.
Yeah. I returned to the diner and set myself at the table near the window once again. Whew. Without thinking, I couldn't help but let out a big sigh.
Oh. What are you guys gonna do about your swimsuits? You aren't allowed to change at the beach house, you know. Yes, that's why we're already wearing them. What's underneath this uniform isn't panties, it's a swimsuit.
Of course.
Well, that's obvious. I also came wearing a swimsuit too.
Huh? Really?
Ah,
I mean, in its purest sense, like for a girl, if you're wearing like a bikini, that is sort of like panties. I mean, if you think about it.
Yeah, it's
I mean, it
pretty
serves
much the same thing.
yeah, it
it's
serves
just
kind of
made
the
of
same
a different
purpose.
material.
Yeah, it serves the same purpose, I guess. Like in terms of like the
Yeah.
bikini, like a bikini bottom, you know.
Yeah. Which reminds me, you're not wearing yours yet, huh? And you gotta go to the bathroom so you can change.
What the heck is that?
They give him a Speedo.
You know, not my style.
Yeah, I knew someone in some team that actually wore Speedos like that,
Was that a?
but I don't think it actually made. I don't think it really makes a difference
No.
between the long Speedos and the short Speedos.
Yeah. I mean, that
Because,
was.
like, yeah, at least for me, I didn't like shave my legs and stuff.
Yeah.
So I think the long Speedos are probably better because I had less hair drag.
Yeah. I mean, you didn't like Ross like used to shave his legs all the time on swim team.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I was yeah, I don't know. I mean, that's the. I I'm more of just a general swimsuit guy, personally speaking.
Yeah.
I bet Rick would wear something like that.
Maybe at the Spanish beach.
Maybe. What is this thing?
May be rude of me to say this, but that looks a little too daring.
Are you serious?
Although,
I'm reading the chat here.
I could be wrong, but didn't Teru wear something like that in the first like
With the prologue?
picture cutscene in the
Yeah,
like
it
when
was
everyone
a
was
really
like, playing in the
small-
water?
It was like really small.
Yeah, I think
I-
he was wearing something like that.
I think part of it maybe was just it was covered up by his chest a bit because he's kind of
Yeah.
like portly.
Yeah.
Because like all the guys were sort of wearing, well, no, him and Nekomaru sort of were, but like
Yeah.
Kazuichi was wearing like a regular like just long swimsuit,
Yeah.
like Gundam as well. I'm reading the chat here.
Yeah. What if something falls out? If this is airing live, you're totally gonna get censored by the network.
He says it was a speedo. Well, I know Nekomaru was wearing a speedo. I mean, I remember that.
Yeah. Don't worry. Even at its worst, it won't turn into a live-action drama.
That's not the problem. No.
Hey!
Yeah, don't be ashamed.
What
of
is it
Sorry.
then? Are you telling me you don't want to match with me?
No, I'm going for someone else. You're not my type. It's matching that I definitely don't want to wear it.
You brought matching speedos to the beach. I believe fighting is bad, so let's stop.
Peeking.
Things are heating up. Something fierce. Once everyone gonna come? I hope they come soon.
Yeah, I'm reading the chat here. I mean, yeah, you can ship what you want. I mean, we're not judging people here on this whole thing. Like,
Yeah,
no, I mean, I said,
I
I
am.
mean,
I am silently judging everyone.
yeah, I mean, I do know that that's the most popular ship on AO3 or whatever. I'm well aware of that. I'm not. I personally don't ship it. I mean, that's not necessarily my thing. But I'm not gonna bash someone else for what they read. I'm not gonna, because I'm not in a place to do that. I mean, I did say if he said one of his ships, I would say something that I do support in this series. I did say that, so I guess I gotta say it now. I mean, the only real like ships I support in the Danganronpa series that aren't even necessarily canon. I mean, I guess that doesn't have to be canon. I really do like Hajime and Chiaki. I like that ship. And then I guess the only other ones that I really like. I don't know. I was gonna say I'm trying to think like a Shuichi ship that I like. I guess I just go bland, go with the Shuichi and Kaede. I actually think that's I think that's like one of the more, I guess, wholesome ships I can think of. Just in terms of like just what you see in the game. Not necessarily counting what, fan work does with it. I'm just talking about just in general. And then I guess I gotta get a Makoto ship in here now that I mentioned Shuichi and Hajime. Yeah, I'm sorry, Ego, if you are one of those people who likes Makoto and Kyoko, because I don't. So
Yeah, you don't get him started about the whole Kyoko thing.
yeah. So if I'm thinking like
If
a
you've been
Makoto,
watching for long enough, you know how he feels about Kyoko in the first game.
yeah. So if I'm thinking of like a Makoto ship that I really like Makoto and Mukuro. I really like that one.
Yeah.
I think also him and Hina is also kind of cute. So
Yeah.
so there you go, my protagonist ships. There you go. I guess other characters. I don't really have a lot of ships with like other characters. Like I guess except for Kaido and Maki, I like that one. I think that's actually pretty wholesome, like with how that works in D3.
But I would consider that a canon ship.
Yeah, I think it is. I like it though. I like it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so those are some of my ships, some of mine. So yeah, I'm not gonna make ACP mention his. I doubt he has any, but I said I would, so I did. There you go.
Yeah.
As she said that, Ibuki peeked out the window.
Oh!
Huh?
Well, what is it?
Look outside! Outside!
What's outside? Oh right. Oh hello.
Isn't that Hyoko?
It's a very.
Jeez, don't get my hopes up. I thought it was Miss Sonia.
It's
Looks
really.
like she's about to run headlong into that street lamp.
Yeah, and it's also like a little fuzzy.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's like a zoomed in picture of an already pixelated photo.
Yeah, when it was zoomed out, I didn't notice a real problem, but I've noticed when stuff gets really zoomed in this
Seem a
game,
little
it's.
strange.
Oh, sorry, Hajime. I noticed
Yeah.
when things get zoomed in this game, more so than V3, it does get a little fuzzy.
Yeah, I think it seems overall, even though V3 had a few more technical issues as far as like the game went, they did a better job kind of up-resing, and it was probably already higher res because it was a newer game, but yeah, a lot of the photo assets in this game are pretty low res, low bit rate.
Yeah, like
I guess because they were the original
Vita.
pictures used on the Vita, which had a very small screen, so
I know
you wouldn't
one.
have been able to see.
I think one kind of.
'Cause
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, I have it in 1440p.
Yeah.
So it probably looks better over the stream than it does on my monitor.
Yeah, I don't think one
It looks
had
pretty
too
blurry on my
many.
monitor.
I don't think one had too many zoom in moments, like because I remember when they did the photos,
Mhm.
like when they like had like the class photos and like things like that, they didn't really ever
Yeah.
zoom in on them.
Yeah.
Like the only time I think they ever zoomed in was showing Mukuro's face for the first time. That was the only time I think they zoomed in on like a photo.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know.
If I had to describe it as a song title, it'd be Sprint of Tears.
Oh yeah, she does look kind of.
It looks like she's running from the beach. Did something happen?
She does look a little sad there.
Yeah.
Despite our questions, Hyoko ran by the front of the diner at full speed.
Huh?
She totally ran past us, but wasn't she part of the beach crew?
Well,
Apparently she can't swim, so she turned us down.
Well, we established she couldn't tie her kimono, so
Her
maybe she couldn't really
kimono,
tie a swimsuit. I don't know.
But she didn't. Did she just come running from the beach?
I'm sorry.
Don't really know all the details about that. Well, that just means women are full of surprises.
Aww.
Mahiru's the type to totally come, but surprisingly, she turned us down too.
Mahiru? She did. She turned it down. That is very odd.
Yeah.
She seems to be all up for a girl bonding thing.
Yeah. Well, she was the one who did the baking
Yeah.
thing in chapter 1, right?
Yeah, that was her.
Yeah.
It's so unexpected of her not to join an event like this. In fact, she totally planned out this sort of thing. You're right.
Yeah.
It is very
That's
weird.
totally it.
But it can't be helped. Apparently, she wasn't really feeling well. Terribly sorry to continue this topic, but why was Hyoko crying?
Why are you asking us? But if she was sprinting away from the beach and crying, something's definitely wrong. Yeah, that's not
Hey.
good. Not good.
Whoa!
Did you get here so suddenly?
Kazuichi suddenly shouted, and what he was looking at was near the diner's entrance. As I turned around. Oh, hello! Oh, I forgot about this.
My,
Yeah.
how disappointing. I thought if I came early, I'd be the first one to arrive.
Looking good, Chiaki. Forget I said that. Oh, see, there you go. I like this line right here. I couldn't keep myself from staring like an
Well,
idiot.
As you said, you already promote the ship, so.
Yeah, I did. I guess I did. Yeah, I like this. Yeah, I like the ship.
Whoa, Chiaki! You came wearing only your swimsuit.
I mean, they are going to the beach. I mean, it's not unheard of to
Yeah.
do
I
that.
didn't want to carry it with me. If I did, it'd be a serious burden.
Serious burden.
Serious burden. That's a total exaggeration.
But even though you didn't want to carry anything, it looks like you're carrying something.
Instead of bringing lunch for everyone, I brought ice cream.
Nice.
It's not like I'm gonna turn it down, but ice cream is completely different from lunch. I don't think it can be used as a substitute. Also, I was thinking of stuff we could all do at the beach together. So I brought a board game too. Should we play it even though we came all this way to go to the beach? Nah. I see. That's disappointing.
I appreciate the
I
thought.
guess you
Though.
would want to play board games instead of swim, but
I appreciate the thought, though.
yeah. But should I say this? Is this what Gap Moe is supposed to be? I'm not gonna Google that.
Yeah, so what is that? I almost want to Google it myself to see what it is. Oh, I'm about to kill
For
myself.
someone normally so quiet to wear such a daring swimsuit, it makes you a little excited, right, Hajime?
Oh, he's provoking us here. Don't tip me, Kazuichi. Well, I don't know. I'm looking up what that
So apparently, Gap Moe is when a character does something uncharacteristic to their normal characterization.
Okay, that's not as bad as I thought it was. That's what I just saw too. That's not as bad.
Yeah.
Apparently an anime trope, so makes sense.
Yeah.
That's what I said, but my heartbeat was actually getting faster and faster.
Seriously, man, I never expected Chiaki to have a such huge jugs.
I mean, she does. We compared this in one of the earlier streams. Chiaki, I think, does have like the second biggest breasts of this cast.
I believe, if I remember correctly, they were the same size or only slightly smaller than Junko's.
Yeah.
We looked at the chart.
I don't really. I think only Akane's out of this cast were bigger. Which is, yeah, because I think we looked at that. Are you looking that up again?
What happened?
Oh, I was just grabbing my phone charger real
Oh,
quick.
okay.
Phone's low battery.
Okay.
Jugs.
Hey!
I didn't say that just now. It was Hajime. He's a pervert, you know.
Thanks, dude. The way to throw us under the bus, pal.
As usual.
What are you saying?
I mean, I only have eyes for Miss Sonia. I've dreamed of going out with a blonde lady ever since I was a kid. But isn't Chiaki blonde too?
I don't think you call her hair blonde.
Is it? I guess it's supposed to be a purple.
Like a purplish
Like
pink.
a light. It's like a light purple pink color.
Yeah.
The size is a little small, but this was the only swimsuit that fit me.
Hey.
I don't look good in it.
Oh, don't say that, Chiaki. I wish I knew what Ego said very fair too. Like, I wish I knew what comment I said he was responding to there.
Oh, it was when you were talking about your ships.
Oh, okay. And at least you're not. At least you're also one of the people who doesn't bash other people for what they like. I appreciate that, Ego. Thank you. Huh? Well, no. I guess you look good.
Thanks.
Then I'm glad.
Oh,
guess.
she's blushing. Oh, the ship.
Wearing a bikini is sure daring, and you get bonus points for wearing a white one.
I mean, wouldn't
My
Ibuki
heart's
be?
not just thumping; it's thumping all sporadically, like ba-dum, thump, thump, ba-dum.
I mean, wouldn't Ibuki be like the kind of person who'd probably wear a bikini that doesn't leave much to the
Yeah.
imagination? I mean, that seems like something
Probably.
she would do. Either that or go to the beach without anything on. Her or Akane.
Maybe. Yeah.
I mean, definitely Akane would do that.
Well, didn't Akane just about do that in the first?
Yeah, she did.
Yeah.
It's probably a heart attack.
Yo.
Oh, speaking of Akane,
Hey, I kept you waiting.
we heard a voice as the diner door slowly opened, and the person who walked through it was... Well... it's bleeding here.
Hey, sorry to keep you guys waiting.
Akane! What happened to you?
What? Is something wrong? I made sure to wear a swimsuit this time.
Oh, thank you.
Not that! Your wounds! It wouldn't be strange if we nicknamed you Carrie right now.
Oh, nice.
Oh, you're talking about these. On my way over here, I happened to run into Coach Nekomaru. And when that happens, I gotta fight him, you know?
Why does she have to do that?
Are you really all right? Your head, it looks like it's split in half.
Well, it'll heal as long as I rub some spit in it, right?
I don't think so.
Yeah, maybe.
You're totally playing up the power of human spit.
I'm all fired up now. I never knew such a strong opponent even existed.
Well, she hasn't met Sakura
Yeah,
or Mukuro.
yeah,
It would definitely absolutely destroy Nekomaru.
yeah.
Anyway, you need to be treated, and you also need your wound sterilized. Akane, please come with me.
With an unusually forceful demeanor, Mikon pulled Akane into the bathroom.
Well, that's why she's the ultimate nurse. Well, it's gonna be okay if we leave it to her.
Hey,
What is all this ruckus?
Oh yeah, that's
That's
Peko.
All
Yeah,
right.
it's Peko.
Oh, who's it this time?
Oh, hello. You just go for a swim there?
Uh, with a sword?
Why is her hair looks like
man, Kazuichi, why you two here?
her hair looks like a lot like lighter gray than I think it's supposed to look.
I guess it's supposed to look wet.
Yeah, I mean it looks like grandma hair right there, like the whiteness of
Yeah.
it. But I know that's not how it typically is.
Yeah. Well, actually, I think it almost looks too dark, maybe.
I don't know.
Hey, aren't you breathing pretty heavily?
I just did a little swimming.
A little swimming?
I swam around the island for about 3 hours.
I can believe that.
That's too obvious for me not to comment on. That's definitely not a little swimming.
Yeah, I don't know. There are some people that, especially on the swim team, they could just swim for like hours.
Yeah, I couldn't
I
do
was
it.
definitely not that. I was really good at like doing sprints under like 200 meters. But anything over that, I got tired really fast.
Yeah, it's kind of like me with running a lot of the time.
Yeah.
Why were you already swimming? You guys are about to swim now, right? Isn't that why you're all meeting up?
It wasn't for my enjoyment. I was trying to see if I could swim to a different island.
Huh?
All right. Well, yeah, we can't just walk to one right now, I guess.
Yeah.
But I couldn't find any other islands. It seems it may be difficult to leave this island by swimming.
Wait a minute. No. You should be able to do that. Like, if you just jump in the water where the bridges are and follow the bridge, you should hypothetically get to another island.
I think what she's hinting at is that the other islands, when they're blocked off by the Mono Beast, are like physically not there.
Okay.
Like,
Or you physically can't get there.
yeah.
Okay.
Like,
I was about to say, because like, you could follow a bridge and theoretically get to another island, but...
yeah. Because in the situation, of course, you know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
The situation they are in right now, it would make sense that they could not have the islands there
Yeah.
when they wanted, like when they didn't want anyone to get to them
I guess.
by alternate means.
I guess so. Oh well. Yeah, I'm nitpicking here. I nitpick in this
Yeah.
game a
If
lot.
you didn't see anything after you swam for 3 hours, it's more than difficult. It's impossible.
Yeah, that may be true.
Hey,
Hey, Hajime.
What?
awesome!
A woman with the wet, slicked back hair is pretty fine too, huh?
Oh my!
Sorry, I've got another Peko ship that's not Hajime. Sorry, Hajime.
Making me read Ibuki and Kazuichi in the sea.
Well, I
And
didn't.
this
I forgot
body
what,
too, man.
well, I forgot what Ibuki says in this. I knew Kazuichi. I didn't know Ibuki.
Uh,
Think about how uncomfortable I was reading some of that Mew dialogue in V3. That's worse than this.
yeah. And this body too, man.
I've shown it again.
Yeah.
Young ladies are sure well endowed nowadays. Is that a challenge against all the women in the world? Fine. Ibuki accepts that challenge with the power of technology. Time to pump these puppies full of silicone.
Well, I bet you're glad you didn't have to read that.
I'm sure that's a fan fiction somewhere.
Don't say such asinine things.
Probably is. I've never seen it, but I don't want to see it, but I don't doubt that it is.
I'm sure Ego's read it. You can tell us about it.
Yeah, maybe. Hey, if you've read that, Ego, tell us.
Anyways, it looks like everyone is almost here, and it's already past 4 p.m.
Hey, they're meant for each other. I mean, they're both late, just like he was meeting us earlier. Sorry, Kazuichi, I don't ship you with Sonya. Sorry, buddy.
If so, all that's left is...
I am terribly sorry for my delay.
I feel it could work. And I feel in a
Sonya's here!
I feel in a different context, it could work if he wasn't. If someone like corrected what he was doing, and like he actually you get what I'm saying. I feel like in a different context, maybe it could work if like someone like called him out on the way he treats her, even if it's not like him like intentionally like being a jerk or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like in that context, maybe it could work, but you know, I don't really care either way. He's doubled down on excitement.
All right, what kind of sexy swimsuit is Miss Sonya wearing? I forgot about that.
So was that like a?
It's a wetsuit.
Let's say like a diving suit. Like a diving suit.
Yeah, it's like what you would wear like for like surfing or something.
I mean, that's not.
It's like a full body wetsuit.
I mean, that's not unattractive. I mean,
Yeah.
it still looks pretty cute on her, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, Sonya in general is a very cutely designed character in general, but
Yeah.
I said that in the beginning of this thing. Sonya is I think intentionally designed that way to just be very, regal and very cute.
Yeah.
You know, and I personally think that still looks pretty cute, but that design.
Yeah.
But her
because they
Danganronpa.
didn't really give her they didn't really give her a proper swimsuit design till Danganronpa S.
Yeah, and that she looks really good. I think that's exactly how I would picture it looking, like this regal kind of swimsuit design. But here it makes sense, like,
I don't know. It's such a funny thing that they would put like Chiaki and Peko in bikinis and then intentionally not do it for Sonya.
Yeah, I mean, but I
to prevent sunburn. I do not want my skin to be sun damaged.
I mean, I guess to be fair, she is probably the palest person out of everybody.
Yeah.
I mean, and I guess to be fair, you could also believe that she would be like that, being like a foreigner. You might believe that, but
Yeah,
and I guess also
European, I guess.
I guess also in the context, you would take what you could get on this island, but like whereas in S, it's implied like all the swimsuits were, I think, either everyone had them already or like they were provided for everybody, like to like suit their own.
As I have never worn a wetsuit before, I had a hard time putting it on, which resulted in my delay.
Well, that's believable. I've never worn a wetsuit myself, so.
Yeah. I could be wrong, but didn't she wear a normal swimsuit in the very first opening?
I'm gonna look that up, like that picture. I don't remember what she was. I'm gonna look that up.
I think she just had like a normal swimsuit on, like one of the school uniform swimsuits.
Yeah, I'm looking that up real quick. Pictures. I'm looking this up. Okay, here we go. Was she in that shot? Yes. Yeah, she's just wearing a standard school swimsuit there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because I was like,
yeah, Tera is in a Speedo. Yeah.
I was pretty sure that we've seen her in a swimsuit before this, but yeah.
It's just looking at the picture here, it's just a standard swimsuit. Like, and you're right, Tera wasn't a Speedo. Him and Nekomaru. Yeah, Nagito, Kazuichi, and Gundam, they just wore like regular long ones.
Yeah.
And the rest of the girls are just in regular swimsuits. Yeah. Okay. A little odd she chose to wear that instead of what she was wearing. So.
Yeah.
Really? It is my bad.
Oh my.
I see. A wetsuit. Well, Miss Sonia does have beautiful white skin,
Miss Sonia!
but that tight outfit of hers is amazing! It's just what I'd expect from a 100% purebred princess!
This guy is quick to recover. I mean, I guess if you were, I guess if something was that tight, if like you had like certain proportions, it wouldn't leave a lot to the imagination.
No.
Like if say someone like Hina or like Mew was wearing that,
Yeah.
or even like Kaede, I guess that wouldn't really leave a lot to the imagination. Wearing
Oh.
something that tight, so. I mean, we did establish Sonya was fairly tame compared to the others when we looked through the information, but you know, and I did say, I mean, it makes sense. She is like does have the whitest skin out of everybody in this group.
Yeah. It's you.
Oh, that's me. Sorry, sorry, I forgot I was Sonya for a second. Anyway, why are you two here?
I'll answer that, Miss Sonia. I'll be honest. If you were gonna go to the beach, please let us come with you.
I am concerned.
Oh, I'm surprised you didn't throw us under the bus. He's like, he's like, oh, Hajime wanted to go to the beach with you guys or something. Well, this was originally supposed to be a girls-only outing to strengthen our friendship with each other.
Do you think you can make an exception? Pretty please? Well, it's okay. It's not like there'd be any problems even if there were some boys.
I mean,
Then,
you did seem pretty flustered when we said you look good in that swimsuit, Chiaki. I mean, I think you'd want us there now, or at least us. You're right. They came all the way here. It would be bad if we made them leave.
Miss Sonia's just so kind.
All right.
Alright, now that's decided, let's get going.
But Akane's wounds are still being treated.
Shut up! Shut up!
Shut up, there's no way I can just stand around. I'll go ahead and prepare. I'll set up the parasol and prepare the drinks.
Engines revving.
I mean it. I promise I'll give it my all to serve you so everyone has fun.
With an abnormal amount of gusto, he bolted out of the dining hall. Diner, sorry. What did I say? The
Dining hall.
Oh, the diner, sorry. Sorry.
We played V3 for too long.
Yeah. The diner. Oh, Hajime, that's every man's dream right there, buddy. I'm surrounded by girls in swimsuits. This is a little awkward. I mean, I'm feeling there. I'd probably feel a little awkward myself, personally speaking, if it was me.
Yeah.
I should go help Kazuichi too. I like.
Sounds like the the water park trip. Do you know what I'm talking about?
The water park trip? Wait, which one? Refresh my mind, and I think I'll pick up on it.
Splash Beach water park. I think we were like 7th grade.
We went to Spring Valley. Is that what you're talking?
Spring Valley Beach. That's what
Yeah.
it was.
I remember going there. What happened that you're talking about?
It was the bus trip back.
But wait, are you saying I did something?
No, it was all the kids were just being really crazy on the bus ride.
Oh yeah, that's right. Isn't that the trip I got gut punched?
I think so.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember that happening, and that wasn't even my fault.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, that was an interesting day.
Thanks a lot, Andrew. I mean, he didn't do it, but I mean, he didn't. He wasn't the one who punched me, but it was his fault that it happened.
Yeah.
That's probably why I had a little animosity towards him for a while when I found out about that. Yeah, I forgot about that trip now. I mean, let's go help Kazuichi.
Yeah.
I like how it specifically shows Chiaki when it says that. It's like it wants you to look at it again. As I mumbled my excuse, I ran out of the diner almost as if I were escaping. Oh, come on, man. You're just hanging out with Chiaki. What's wrong with that? Well, I guess to be fair, Peko and Akane and Sonya are still, or yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I guess just Peko and Sonya and Ibuki are still there.
Yeah.
This is such a wholesome scene. What could possibly go wrong? You got to go to the tunnel.
Oh right, I forgot the beach is through the tunnel.
Yeah. Yeah, this is such a wholesome moment. Everyone hanging out together. What could go wrong?
What could go wrong?
Well, something went wrong.
What could go wrong? Something always goes wrong.
Huh? That bell just now. Could it be?
A body has been discovered!
I think. Is this one of the only times when the main character isn't one of the main people finding the body?
Yeah, I was literally
itself?
just about to say that. Like, I was literally just about to point that out.
Because
Yeah, because I'm trying to think here.
almost every other time the main character
Is there
is one of the main people who finds
the body?
the body.
Yeah, because I'm running through my mind. In one, yeah, Trial 1, yes. Chapter 2, yes, he was there. Chapter 3 for... Chapter 3 there would just be one that Makoto was there for because of how that worked.
Well, let's see. It's
Because he was there when they found Hifumi's body.
technically Byakuya finds Chihiro.
Yeah, but like the announcement
before
triggered when we
anyone
were
else.
there.
But
He was one of the people that discovered the body.
yeah.
And then 4, yeah.
Okay, so in
Obviously 4,
the
yes.
first game, I think they specifically established that the announcement only plays after
3 people.
Is it
discovered
2
the
or
body.
3
It's 3.
people?
They really
yeah.
honed that in 3. They mentioned it in 2, because Makoto passes out before the announcement happens in the first trial. In 2, Byakuya mentions it, but in chapter 3, they really hone in on that. With like, because Monokuma was like, the announcement will play when 3 people discover a body for the first time.
Yeah.
And obviously, chapter 4, Makoto is there.
Yeah.
And then
So yeah, this is one of the only times that the announcement triggers that 3 people have seen a body before the main character gets there.
Yeah, because I'm trying to think of the other ones in this game. Obviously, Hajime was there for 1. There's this, this one. In 3, I think he's the one in 3. 4, he's there. 5, he's there. V3, I'm trying to think. Yeah, he's there for 1. There for 2. 3, yes, I think he's there for the stuff in 3. Yeah, and then 4, well, everyone's there for 4, and then 5, yeah. Yeah, you're right, this is the only one. I think this is the only one, unless you count the Taka body discovery as separate, which I guess you would, because that's 2 separate deaths in that chapter that Makoto was only there for 1. So outside of that one, which is only because of the way it was set up, you're right.
Yeah.
Now then, after a certain amount of time has passed, the class trial will begin!
A body? That's a lie. Impossible.
Someone...
That's Kazuichi.
Someone come here!
So Kazuichi was the 3rd one to find it, I guess.
Yeah.
That was definitely Kazuichi's voice just now. It sounds like he's nearby. Go in the shack. It's the house. Oh, yeah, I guess you have to go in the door.
Yeah, the back door didn't open.
Yeah, that's right. Kazuichi screamed. Did I really hear it coming from here? No, what am I being nervous about? There's no reason for me to be nervous. Well, a body discovery announcement? I won't believe it. I'm not going to believe it. There's no way I'll believe it. Okay, Teru. Who would believe something like that? As I raised my voice, I swiftly stepped inside the beach house. I won't believe it. The moment I stepped inside the beach house, those words mercilessly shattered into pieces. Okay, yeah, that's a bat. Ouch. Someone's got clubbed in the head, I guess. Ouch. That is very painful.
Yeah.
Is that supposed to happen? That's really weird frame that don't just keep showing the whole body there.
Yeah, I don't know.
If this was all a dream, when did I begin dreaming? If this is reality, why is Mahiru on the floor covered in blood?
It's just her hobby.
I thought her hobby was photography.
No, her hobby is sitting in a pile of blood
Yeah.
in beach houses. That's just her hobby.
I couldn't understand anything that was in front of me. And I couldn't believe in anything. Oh, jeez. I'm sorry, Mahiru. That's gotta be painful. Ouch. Getting hit in the head, in the back of the head with a metal bat, that's gotta hurt.
Yeah. Well, I mean, depending on how hard they hit you, you wouldn't feel anything.
Well, I guess the death was probably instant.
Yeah.
Mahiru Koizumi, the ultimate photographer. She had an unyielding force of personality, but she was actually very good at taking care of people. And she was always straightforward. Toward us, toward herself, she was always facing forward. She was that kind of person. Why her? Why Mahiru? Why? Why did this happen to her? The muscles in my face stiffened and grew hard. Darkness clouded my vision. My legs started to wobble and I instinctively placed my hand on the wall.
Damn it!
Hey, Hajime. Before this, we were having a great time, right? We were excited about going to the beach. We were having a lot of fun. But why?
Are you kidding me?
Why did something like this happen? Someone tell me!
I obviously don't know what's going on either.
Oh!
Huh? She's doing her blah 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 thing again.
Or she has no pupils.
Yeah. Now's not the time to be making bubbles. Hurry and get the others.
Buki instantly left the beach house. I'm sure it took some time for everyone else to come here. They had to change and whatnot. Must have taken some time. But I really didn't know how much time had passed. My senses were numbed. My emotions were also numbed. Within me, various layers were peeling off.
Like an onion.
Yeah, I guess. My senses started to return around the time I realized that the others were already here.
Huh?
What the hell is this? Why Mahiru?
Yeah, why couldn't it have been Hiyoko?
Uh,
The girls were standing outside the door leading to the beach, their faces pale with terror.
Something like this.
For heaven's sake, what in the world is going on? With their pale faces still intact, the girls began wobbling toward the beach house. Excuse me. Until a voice stopped them.
Hold it.
hold on a sec. Those things beneath you. Be careful not to step on them.
What?
Beneath?
See?
You know, the footprints in front of that door. There are footprints leading out of the beach house, right? That's probably an important clue. So, don't step on them. But wouldn't there be more footprints of other people that came to the beach house?
Yeah, I guess you're right. Ah, well. If you mean evidence.
Anakuma mentioned it in the announcement, right? After a certain amount of time, we'll hold a class trial.
What the?
Another class trial?
You serious?
Then, are you saying this?
That's right!
That's right! One of you guys killed her!
Who lies?
Killed It's impossible.
Hey,
It's not like an accident or something.
Like...
If you guys think that's an accident, that still means this death was caused by someone else's actions, right?
In other words...
That also counts as a legitimate murder. Though, as such deaths fall into a gray area, on this island, I will make it clear to you guys. On this island, dying from sickness is basically the only death that's not considered a murder. Well, it's impossible to get sick and die on this island. Not when Monami takes good care of people. I did notice that our viewers momentarily jumped up earlier when we were looking at the bikini ladies.
Oh,
And then they all left once we got past that part.
I didn't notice that. I wasn't paying attention to the view count on that. It sort of makes sense.
We see you guys out there
Yeah, we do.
poking at the good part.
Yeah. Maybe if we... Well, no, I'm not going to be that kind of sellout. I was about to say, there's definitely games we could play where that's a big focus, but I'm not that kind of a sellout.
Yeah, I mean, it would probably boost our ratings, but it wouldn't be worth it.
Yeah, I mean, I want quality in what we're doing here. Like, in terms of, like, actual good game quality, not just fan service.
Yeah. You guys can go get your sick pics elsewhere.
Yeah. I mean, that's why the internet exists, everybody.
Yeah.
What's this?
Oh, speaking of which,
I don't like this.
there it is! The silent treatment attack. This is like the #1 thing that hurts me. He does hate being ignored.
Sorta does.
If you, I can't remember if it was in what game it was in, but there is, was it V3? When it was like the Mono Kids or something were ignoring him and he got really mad about it. It might have been in 1 or 3.
I think it was... Wasn't it in... Shoot. I know what you're talking about.
Am I just imagining that?
No. There's a scene in 1 when they were talking about stuff and they didn't tell Monokuma what they were talking about. Like when they found when they found the computer and like when it was all the times they went in the bathhouse. He got really pissed because he couldn't know what was going on. And when they wouldn't tell him, he got really upset.
Yeah, that's what it was.
And I think in V3, you're right. Like when there was like a scene like that. I think in chapter 3 when that happened, right before he like went comatose.
Mm-hmm.
But I think you're right. I do remember that.
Yeah. Well, fine. I'm not gonna lose to your bashing. I've decided to become a tough kid. It's the worst. Once again, this horrible nightmare. Another victim, and it's all because of Monokuma.
No way!
Jeez, it's not my fault.
It kind of is.
Huh? Then whose fault is it, you ask?
Yoo-hoo!
To find out, we hold the class trial. So let's begin already. No whining, just begin already.
It's the Monokuma file!
Okay, I shall pass out the Monokuma file number 2. This should start to feel familiar.
Do your best.
Now then, do your very best to investigate. I'll see you later in the class trial. Class trial? Investigation? This is horrible. This is just too horrible.
Hey!
Then you should have stopped the murder before it occurred. Don't you have that kind of power? I did have the power before he disappeared.
He appeared.
He appeared. Even if she tried to stop it. Judging from Monokuma and Monami's relationship, there's no doubt she could stopped herself. Yeah, Monokuma took everything away, including the magic stick and the surveillance cameras. The only thing I can rely on are these ears, but they can only hear about 3 times that of a normal person.
So basically,
So basically, you have no idea what's happening on this island in the first place.
I'm just the worst. A perilous rabbit like me is the worst. Hey, now is not the time to focus on something like that. More importantly, what should we do? Don't we have to do it again? That cruel thing. We have to do it again?
why?
I cannot believe it. Mahiru was killed by one of us.
Damn it!
Yeah, I can't do this anymore. Investigating the class trial. Seriously, I'm done.
Everyone feels the same, but we can't do anything else except do it. And there's no way we can just forgive, or ignore the reason Mahiru was killed.
Hey,
Yeah, the only thing we can do is investigate,
'cause it's bad.
because we should never forgive that. Killing is something we should never forgive.
Chiaki. Oh right,
Well?
she was. Oh right, yeah, she was really firm that other time when she said she wasn't gonna tolerate any other
Yeah.
killings.
Yeah. The killer has their reasons. I understand that. It was the same for Teru too. It's really all Monokuma's fault. I understand that too. But even so,
Killing.
we should
I'll never allow it.
we should never forgive killing.
She usually has her head in the clouds, so for her to say something like that, she probably can't forgive this at all. But that's true of me too.
Understood.
Regardless, everyone is going to die if we don't do it. In order for us all to survive, we must do it.
I'm gonna do it!
Now let's do this.
Perhaps.
Mahiru probably wants us to do this too. She would want us to reveal the truth behind her death.
Understand. If everyone's doing it, I will too, but please forgive me a little time. Please give me time to calm myself down a little. Also, I will go and tell the others who aren't here about this.
Yeah, about to say, yeah, like Nekomaru, Gundam, Fuyuhiko, and I guess also Nagito, they're not here.
Yeah.
Like the rest of the guys aren't here, it's just us and Kazuichi. So, you're right, if we all heard if all you heard was the announcement, you wouldn't know where the murder took place. Yeah, I was about to say that, like,
Yeah. It was kind of lucky that, not lucky, but it is, yeah, like people who are just out and about on the other islands would have no idea when or where
Yeah.
it took place.
Is there a game when they tell you where it is? Do they do that in V3 where they say where the murder is?
I don't think so. But like I said, like the main character is almost always one of the people who is actually there.
Yeah, I think I'm maybe thinking of like some fan work again, where they
Yeah.
when the announcement says, hey, gather in the dining hall or gather in the beach house
Yeah.
or wherever it is.
I'm pretty sure in all the actual games, it just says a body has been discovered.
Yeah,
It doesn't actually say where the body was discovered or when.
yeah, I guess you're right. I'm probably thinking of some fan work again where they do that.
But yeah, I was just thinking though, even though Mikon has like her issues, she definitely goes out of her way to help people when she needs to.
Yeah,
Because yeah, she like her nurseness kind of takes over.
I think
Her,
if you remember her free times, that when we did the first playthrough, if you remember when some of the things she talked about when like Hajime asks why she likes nursing, she's like, I like it because like when I'm doing my nurse thing, people have to rely on me, and I like that.
Yeah.
Which is a really sort of messed up way to look at it.
Yeah.
But given her past and like the people she's encountered, it's understandable why she would begin to think that way.
Yeah.
But it's really messed up.
Yeah.
It's still obvious, like you said, that she definitely cares about people.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just a matter of like the reason for that care is debatable.
Yeah.
Which is not all her fault, but you know, still exists.
I shall excuse myself for now.
Hey,
Then let's begin. Who killed Mahiru Koizumi? Why was she killed?
Sounds like a movie title. Who killed Mahiru Koizumi?
Yeah.
I'd watch
You
it.
gotta find out and solve this already.
That's right, we have to do it. It's the only way. I don't think the investigation's too long for this one.
Yeah.
There's only like one part that's decent length, and it's the second when you have to do the game again. I think everything
Yeah.
else, understandably, is shortened. I don't want to do this, but there's more. I don't want to do this, but that's more of the reason for us to finish this. I'm the only one who can do this. Alright. And don't forget,
Investigate.
when you go into the closet, there's a Monokuma in there.
Yeah.
First, I need to take a look at the Monokuma file. The victim is Mahiru Koizumi. Estimated time of death is around 3 p.m., I guess. The scene of the crime was where the body was discovered, and the scene of the crime where the body was discovered is the beach inside the beach house at Chandler Beach. The cause of death is a single blow to the head with a blunt instrument. Well, that's pretty obvious. There are no other conspicuous external injuries, and no trace of foreign substance such as drugs. Around 3 p.m., that's the time Kazuichi and I arrived at the diner. Then, if we had just gone to the beach house instead... No, now's not the time to feel regret. I need to focus on doing as much as I can right now. And then I'm going to find out the truth behind Mahiru's death. That's the only way the rest of us can survive. Monokuma File 2's been out of the bullets.
Yeah. That would be a very interesting happenstance if they had gone straight to the beach house instead of the diner.
Yeah.
What would they have seen?
If I recall, if the death was instant, which it's pretty much implied that it was, the death was at 3. If they had gotten to the diner, if they had gone straight to the diner around that time, they probably would have seen the act actually being committed.
Yeah. Or at least right after.
Yeah.
They probably would have seen the
Whoever
suspect.
was there. Yeah, whoever was there.
There.
Yeah. It's interesting you say that because that story I mentioned earlier, in the one that retells this game, that's actually what happens. These same events are playing out, and then Hajime, they don't do the beach trip thing. I think Hajime's just on the second island after he's meeting with somebody else, and he goes down to the beach, and he goes over to the beach house and sees the murder about to happen, and he stops it, and then he actually gets clubbed upside the head instead. He doesn't get killed by it, but he that's what actually ends up reawakening his like. I can't say that because it spoils some of the game, but you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And that's sort of what does it.
It's super Danganronpa power.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna call it. Yeah, and it sort of reawakens that. Getting hit in the head kind of reawakens it, but Mahiru ends up actually surviving because of that. So that's actually just like what you were talking about. Just reminded me of that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so like I said, I think if they had gone to the beach house right away, they either would have seen the murder about to happen, or they would have at least seen whoever was here doing it.
Yeah. But that would have made for a very less interesting game, so.
Yeah. Unless they stopped the murder, then maybe something else would have happened instead.
Yeah.
Maybe there's a clue inside the trash can. That's what I thought, but... there's only a bunch of empty plastic bottles. I didn't see anything. I don't see anything that looks like a clue. I guess it's not that easy, huh? Trash can's been out of the bullets. There's a lot of drinks inside the refrigerator, but compared to last time I feel there's less. Did people take a lot of drinks from here? Not only that, the only drinks left in here either look like sweetened or colored. They look unhealthy, so it's like sodas.
Yep.
Can we actually go in here? The door to the closet is half open. Last time I came, that wasn't the case. That's a little suspicious. I should probably investigate inside here too. Yeah, it's over there.
Yep.
It's a pretty spacious walk-in closet. But there's so much crap on the shelves and floor, only one person could fit in here. Or stand in here. But if you think about it this way, it means it's possible for only one person to stay in here. Yeah, it's in here somewhere. Where's it at? I know it's in here.
No, there he is.
Yeah, there he is. I knew it was in here.
I've been found.
How fitting the surfboard Monokuma's hanging out where you store the surfboards.
Surfboard.
There's a lot of stuff jammed on the shelves, even the surfboards and a surfboard case. But they're not put away properly at all. 2 boards are stuffed on one shelf, and some boards have been left outside or left out instead of being put in the case. And there's also an empty surfboard case as well. Jeez, how careless. These are obviously where the wetsuits were. When did Sonya come in here and get one?
You know, maybe there was one in the market too.
Maybe. Flotation devices, snorkels, nets. There's some paint supplies here too. I guess you could paint the surfboards. I guess.
Yeah, I imagine if it says it took her a while to figure out how to put it on, she probably came by here at 2 o'clock, grabbed the wetsuit, and then went back to change.
Or either that, or you're right. That might have been one at the supermarket. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't think it matters. There's not much else that could be related to the incident.
Yeah, I don't think there's much more in here.
No, there's one thing on the floor.
Oh yeah, that.
A gummy. There's something on the floor. Looks like Monokuma, pretty much. This yellow thing is a gummy candy. Finding a candy on the floor in a place like this is clearly unnatural.
That's a weird way to... Saying it's clearly unnatural is clearly
If it's connected to the incident, did someone drop this while they were inside the closet? Okay. Well, that's everything in there, I think. Yellow gummy's been out of the bowls. I guess that's the only thing that caught my eye in the closet. Okay. I think you have to look at the body.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the bat, yeah. According to the Monokuma file, the fatal blow that was dealt to Mahiru was with a blunt object. That blunt object is a metal bat, right? Huh? This metal bat?
Yep.
It's the same as this Twilight Syndrome murder case.
Huh?
Well,
There's a girl named Girl E who was killed on the game during the 4th day. Yep.
Oh yeah, we saw that.
That girl was killed with a blow from a metal bat, just like Mahiru. It's also one of the few times we see red blood
Yeah, I
instead
was
of the
about to
pink
say
blood.
that too.
Yeah. I wonder who that is. Just some random student they got to pose for a photo.
Well, keep in mind, that's just in the game. Like, that was programmed into
Yeah.
the game. Oh, you mean like how they actually got the image for this?
Well, obviously the real developers for this game would have had to hire an actor, I guess, to pose as a dead girl for this photo.
Yeah. I guess it is just a random girl, like, that would have done
Yeah.
that for the developers, I guess.
Yeah, just like a... Yeah, either someone they knew personally or, I don't know,
hey.
like an actor or something.
Yeah.
Did you play that game, Hajime? Is that why you're curious about that metal bat?
Yeah, that's exactly it, but... Did you play it too?
And I'm sure you know this, but this case is strongly connected to Twilight Syndrome murder case, I think. In order to solve the mystery behind Mahiru's death, you probably need to solve that game's mystery too.
But even if you solved the game's mystery, all the clues in it were pretty lousy and useless. I mean, it started ambiguously, and it was still ambiguous at the end, when it ended.
That's wrong.
That's because you haven't beaten the game.
Beat? Oh, that's right, yeah. I finished the game with the game over, but you were able to beat it?
I'm not some girl gamer who talks about video games she's never beaten.
I thought you did that one time. Well, maybe it's one of the free times where she talks about that. Cause there's like one time I remember she mentions like there's like maybe it's just she sucks at maybe it's just a game she sucks at, not one that she hasn't beaten. That might be what it is. So what am I supposed to do to actually beat the game? I can't stop thinking about it for some reason. But for now, I should focus on the investigation. So it's okay to say that the metal bat is absolutely the murder weapon, right? I mean, that's pretty obvious. Metal bat's been out of the bullets. Okay, you have to check out the... oh, yeah, the mask. Very odd. What's this? This a mask? Did someone just bring this from the toy section of the supermarket? Or maybe the party goods. Regardless, why is this here?
Could it be?
Did the killer wear that to conceal their face? No, they totally stand out. I mean, it's such a gaudy mask. A gaudy mask?
Huh?
Ah, that mask! You've seen this? The weird scream there. Sunwich Esper Ito! Or, is that how you say that? Ito? Ito. It is a super fun anime with a viewership surpassing 90% in my country.
90% of her.
That must mean there's not a lot
That
of...
is a strange country.
Yeah. I mean, they always said Nova Selic's not very big, so I mean...
Yeah, not even 90% of Japanese people watch anime.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Like, because if you've ever watched, like, I don't know, like, street interviews or whatever, when asked if people watch anime, most people, especially, like, working age people or people over, like, 35, usually say no. Or
Yeah.
they've watched, like, one anime in the last year or something.
Yeah.
Like, even for them, it's not... Like, they see anime a lot, especially advertisements, but it's not as universally loved as some people might think it is.
Yeah. An anime that has viewership over 90%. Is Sonia's country really alright?
Yeah, any country watching that much anime, it's gotta be weird.
It cannot be.
Could it be? Was that mask placed next to the body? Yeah, it was. If that is true, could it be... Could it be what?
I am sorry.
Please give me some time. For reasons unknown, Sonia rushed out of the beach house. What's with her?
It appears.
It looks like she knows something. If that's the case, I shall wait until she decides to talk about it. For Sonia to be so worked up, it must be something big. I wonder what she knows. Pretty anime girl mask has been added to the bullets. Okay. I think you have to check her body again? I don't know if you actually do. She's lost all the life in her body, as if she was a shell. Is this really the energetic Mahiru I knew? Well, I mean, she is dead right now. I mean, I see her laying in front of me, but I still can't believe it. I can't connect this lifeless body to the high-spirited Mahiru. But we don't have time to wallow in sentiment. No way I can just stand here. Slap both my hands on my cheeks and I face Mahiru's body one more time. Mahiru is leaning against the door, the beach house door that leads to the road. If she leaned on the door like this, it would have been impossible to open it. Maybe Mahiru tried to run away when she was attacked and tried to crawl to the door. Evidence can be seen in this bloodstain on the floor. They're streaked as if she was crawled through them. So she used all her energy to crawl away, leaned against the door, and took her last breath. For some reason, or for someone as headstrong as her to run, she must have felt really desperate. Monokuma file's been updated. Do you actually have to look at the blood stain? Nope. I think you can. Yeah, I think you can look at it, yeah. Yeah. Can you actually look at it? There's bloodstains on the floor, and so they're streaked as if she crawled through them. They're probably streaked from when Mahiru tried to run during the attack. So she used all her energy to crawl away and took her last breath as she was leaning against the door. Okay. Okay, I think you have to... Either you have to talk to these other guys, but you also have to go in the bathroom, I think.
I think, yeah. So yeah, it's just the bathroom and then talk.
Yeah. This is the shower room. There's a notice on the door. Judging from the illustration, it looks like it's being repaired or under construction, something like that.
That's right. The shower is being repaired, so water won't come out. But what about hot water? Oh, that's impossible too.
If the shower is out of order, what?
I just accidentally started reading it.
Sorry. If the shower is out of order, then isn't this just a waste of space?
I'm sorry.
Just when I was planning to fix it, my magic stick was taken from me. So I never got around to fixing it.
What the heck? What does your magic stick have to do with repairing?
You're so evil.
Anyways, it's all Monokuma's fault. Everything is all Monokuma's fault.
Well, I guess we did see a cow get turned into a chicken with that stick. Or a chicken get turned into a cow, excuse me.
Your doubtful eyes are telling me you think I'm Monokuma's accomplice.
You must have read my mind.
I think what you want of me, I've already given up.
Got it?
But let me tell you this one more time. As long as you guys work together, you should be able to stand against any kind of despair. I promise I will help with that.
What help? You're doing the opposite. Oh well, anyway, it looks like the shower room is definitely out of order. But I guess I should check the inside too. Shower room is added to the bullets.
Now can I actually go in it?
Yeah. I guess I might as well check the inside of the shower room.
Okay.
So you have this weird... Yeah, you have this whole thing. This is a really nice, really spacious shower room. Yeah, it is pretty nice. If it's this huge, you could also use it as a dressing room. But the change... But... Oh, this is where the scene we missed is, by the way. The hidden cutscene. It's in this room, if I recall. But changing in the beach house is forbidden. Jeez, what an unreasonable rule. Yeah, that's pretty dumb.
Yeah, why would you not be able to change in a house by the beach? That would be the ideal place to change for swimming at the beach.
I'm fairly certain you could probably lock that door.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's really dumb.
Weird rule.
There's a window. It's small, but maybe you can crawl out of it somehow.
I think the rule only exists just to make the investigation more interesting.
Yeah. I mean, it's not like they wouldn't have. I mean, it's not like they wouldn't have gone in the room anyway. I mean,
Yeah.
probably still would have looked in it anyway. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
Well, it probably doesn't mean anything if you can't crawl. If someone can crawl through it. But I can't seem to take my mind off of it. However, the ceiling is really high, so that window is also situated in a very high place. It's so high that even if I stretched out my hand, I can't reach it. It's probably about 9 feet up.
Yeah, this is like the most like giant bathroom ever.
Yeah.
I mean, look at the shower, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah, that's got to be like that. That like glass is probably like 9 feet tall.
yeah, because I wouldn't imagine with Kane standing there. I think it said she was about like 5'8", 5'7" or so.
Yeah.
So that means the shower head is about at like about 5'11", 6 foot,
Yeah.
maybe. And then the rest of the glass is about,
Twice her height.
I don't know, almost double the height of that. So it would almost be 12 feet tall just to the window, maybe.
Yeah. And not just that, it's iron barred window, if that's the case. It have to be impossible to go in and out through there.
What?
What? Are you still talking about that window?
Yeah, I was thinking the killer might have escaped through there.
Leave it to me.
All right, I got it. I'll pitch in and help you out.
Now then.
Come on, give me a piggyback ride. I'll check the window out for you.
Pitch in and help feels like you're the one who's pitching. Feels like I'm the one who's pitching in and helping.
I'll beat you up.
If you don't hurry up, I'll punch you.
He's really into this. No matter what I say, it's not gonna matter. Fine, just leave it. I'll just leave it to you.
Don't worry, my panties are clean.
Oh, really? I see. That's good. I let out a deep sigh and bent over under the window.
All right.
Right.
As she shouted, Akane jumped onto my shoulders. Ugh.
She's heavier than she looks.
Yeah.
That or Hajime is a lot weaker than he looks.
Well, Hajime, I mean, it did say she jumped on him, and that's
Yeah.
still probably a lot of force. We've established Akane moves pretty fast.
Yeah.
Hey, your balance sucks. Make sure your stance is wider.
You're a lot heavier than I expected.
Yeah, because I'm so buff. Like, every time I get a massage, they tell me I'm just a mass of muscles.
A massage, huh? Do you have a trainer or something since you're the ultimate gymnast?
Nah, I don't have a trainer. My stepmom's lovers like to get drunk and give me full body massages.
But what? Okay, I forgot about that. Oh boy. I shouldn't have asked.
No.
So, how's the window?
Yeah, Akane has an unfortunate life.
Yeah, we're not showing her free
Really?
times, but we have seen them, so we know some of her past.
Let's see. I see. So that's what happened.
Did you find anything?
Well, since there's this iron bar, I was pretty sure no one would be able to get through the window. But check it out.
Check it out. Hold on. I'll give it a try.
With Akane on my shoulders, I craned my neck so high I started to worry.
This iron bar ain't even pinned down. Looks like you can open and close it pretty easy. See? My head can fit through, no problem.
Then, it's not impossible to go in and out of that window?
Yep.
Akane jumped off my shoulders and flashed a wide grin.
Isn't this a big discovery?
But the problem is, how are they able to reach the window?
Even if I jump, I can't really reach it. But if two people work together like us, it wouldn't be a problem, right?
If that's the case, it would mean the killer had an accomplice.
Huh?
Accomplice. Sounds like a big word. Is that the name of a kung fu master?
But even if there was an accomplice, that person as acting as a step stool would still be inside.
Like,
But if you really think about, just one person could get out of here without help, right?
Oh, really?
so...
Yeah, like
I got it.
freaking ninja could do it, you know. A ninja can climb fences and walls no problem, right?
Well, it's not wrong. I mean, I guess ninjas can do stuff like that.
Yeah.
I wish I could do that. Just as I thought, it looks difficult to go in and out through the window.
Why?
What the heck? And I even took the time to lend you my wisdom.
Piss me off.
You're the one who said it was suspicious. so I took the time to pitch in and help.
You.
It was such a waste of time to help you out. All you saw were my panties.
How could he have seen that if it was behind his head?
He's got eyes in the back of his head.
Yeah. No, I didn't.
Oh well, it's not like it's the end of the world.
I'm telling you, I didn't look at them. But after seeing Chiaki earlier, I mean, you don't compare it, kind of. I'm sorry. Iron Bar windows been under the bullets. I guess that's pretty much everything I noticed in the shower room. I've noticed Hajime, I think at least once a chapter has one of those awkward scenes like that. Like, I don't know if you remember the chapter 3 one, but I remember you laughed so hard when we saw that the first time. I can't wait till we get to that. That's one of the few things I remember about chapter 3.
I barely remember chapter 3 outside of the scene of the ladder scene.
Oh, the video, yeah. Okay, well, I can't wait till we get to what I'm talking about.
I'll probably laugh again.
Yes, I can't wait till we get to that.
Really remember it.
Yeah. I'll point it out when it happens. Like, I'll say, that's what I was talking about. I'll make sure I point it out.
I'll probably notice it.
Yeah.
I'll probably notice it.
Yeah.
Mahiru, 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 Mahiru.
Didn't she do this?
Too weird. Something this weird should only happen in song lyrics.
But didn't she also say Byakuya, Byakuya, Byakuya when he died?
I think so.
I see.
I will never forgive killing.
However,
Chiaki seemed quite different from her usual self. She must feel very strongly about killing. It's not just Chiaki. There's no way anyone would forgive something like this. I guess you're right. Okay, nothing useful.
How suspicious.
What is this? This is suspicious, I think.
Did you find some kind of clue?
See?
You know, the footprints from earlier, they were in front of the entrance facing the beach, right?
Oh, that.
Well,
Hajime and Kazuichi's footprints show that you guys were the first ones to go inside the beach house. But these footprints are just the opposite. They were coming out of the beach house.
Hey,
Now that you mention it, I thought those footprints were strange too.
You did.
At first I tried to go into the beach house from the door facing the road, but it didn't open, so I went around and tried to go in from the beachside door.
You couldn't get in from the you couldn't go inside from the roadside door because Makiru's body was blocking it, right?
And that's when I noticed those footsteps. The footsteps leading from the beach house to the tunnel look like they belong to one person.
Someone's footprints leading out of the beach house, huh? That's definitely suspicious.
huh?
Now that you mention it, Peko said she went for a little swim, right? Could those footprints be...
well,
Unfortunately, I went swimming to scout the first beach. I do not know anything about this beach.
Maybe.
Is that really true?
but still,
But these footprints lead straight from the beach house to the tunnel.
Since I was swimming at the beach, of course, my footprints would lead from the shore to the tunnel.
Huh?
Then whose footprints are these?
it appears.
It's no mistake that these are the killer's footprints, but I have no clue who that might be.
Well, for now, it's obvious that it's a clue, don't you think? It's funny that they say that they have no idea when it's pretty obvious who footsteps those are.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, it's an important clue. Yeah, it kind of seems that way. Like, I mean, we did see somebody running away from the beach just a little bit ago.
Yeah, from the tunnel.
Yeah. And it's not like Peko probably couldn't have just put her foot in the footprint and proved it wasn't her. I mean,
Yeah. Because those are, but those are very distinct footprints.
yeah. person on the beach has been added to bullets. I guess I finished investigating all that I can. But there's still not enough. Just from the clues here, I don't think I can even... I don't think I have enough to find the truth. Looks like I should try investigating that again to find out when Mahiru got killed. Twilight Syndrome murder case. Okay, we have to do this again. Girl E was killed in that game by a single blow from a metal bat. Metal bat, that's the same weapon that was used to kill Mahiru. There's no way that's just a coincidence, right?
Actually,
In truth, this game's theme is a missing link.
Bigfoot?
You know, it's a recurring theme for mysteries, right? It's kind of like a hidden connection.
Missing link. That's the killer's motive for the killing this time. And that mystery must be hiding inside that game. Plus, the person who might know about that mystery is standing right next to me. I should ask her about it. Metal Bat has been updated. Hey Chiaki. Hey Chiaki, I have something I want to ask you. Are you okay right now?
Are you done investigating here already?
Huh? I think I finished investigating once through.
yep.
Let's go.
Oh,
So,
You want to know about Twilight Syndrome, right? Then I think you should actually play it yourself.
let's go.
So let's go.
yeah, you're right. Okay, I think the only things we have to do after this is we have to go... We have to see what Sonia says, then we have to go to the cottage, and I think that's it.
Yeah.
With Chiaki leading, I left the beach house. And headed over to Jabberwock Park, where the unsettling arcade machine was placed. But I never expect to see that person waiting there. Oh, hello, buddy. Haven't seen you for a
Hello
while.
there.
Why, hello there, Hajime and Chiaki. I'm glad you guys are doing well. But Nagito? It feels like it's been a long time since I was able to talk to you two like this. Even though we haven't spoken for just a few days.
Why?
Why are you here?
Well, there's no need to worry about a loser like me. More importantly, did you hear? Apparently Mahiru got killed this time. Jeez, how horrible.
Jeez.
Yeah, it's an honorary jeez. Jeez! That one was for you, Mahiru. She was the heart of our group, always spirited and very eager to talk. For her to be killed, if only I could have taken her place, I would have gladly done it.
Amazing.
But still, you guys will be able to shine because of this outcome. Because this outcome is full of despair, right? That's right. No matter how dark the despair, hope can shine much brighter and stronger. Though I do feel bad for Mahiru. This is quite exciting. How will everyone overcome despair this time?
Looks like you feel no remorse.
Geez, as usual, he's acting so crazy he's almost pissing me off. So why are you here? Who told you about Mahiru?
Now.
You don't have to make that scary face, I'll tell you, you know. Monami.
It's Monami!
Yes, it was me.
You, why'd you untie Nagito without anyone's permission?
Did I do bad? I just want everyone to get along and, you know, cooperate.
There's no way we'll get along. I already know what kind of guy he is.
But fighting among friends is what Monokuma wants you guys to do.
Now.
Hajime, you should forgive her. Monami is making a valid point too. You have no right to say that.
Yeah, it's like a guilty criminal saying that they should be let out of prison.
Well, I mean, I guess the only fairness I can think of is like the investigation. Like Monokuma does say the investigation is supposed to be fair to everybody involved, so having him not being able to do anything is somewhat unfair.
Yeah.
I mean, But now's not the time for friends to fight. There's going to be a class trial for Mahiru, right?
That's right!
That's right. That's why everyone must work together and have Monokuma.
Enough! Enough already. Just go away already.
Understood.
Yeah, Mahiru, or not Mahiru, sorry, Monami kind of just gets crapped on most of the game.
Yeah.
I mean, she's like the butt of everyone's joke in a way. I mean, yeah, you know how it is. Nagito, you two, hurry up and get lost.
Man,
Well, I'm a little lonely, but I guess I'll do that. I already saw the true ending of that game. There's really no reason for me to be here. True ending.
now then.
So although I might be a little late, I too will do some investigating for a while. I will try to be useful, in my own way.
Hmm.
Who do you want to be useful to? The killer or us?
Isn't it obvious? I will always be on the side of hope. I think it's pretty obvious that this time he really didn't have anything to do with the whole thing.
Yeah.
You know, he's been chained up the whole time, and he was only let out when Monami did that, obviously very recently, probably just after the investigation started, so it's pretty obvious he probably didn't. Well, the only thing he could have done is if he talked to someone, but I doubt anyone would have voluntarily gone in and talked to him.
Yeah.
The more I talk to him, the creepier he gets. The more I listen to him, the more I don't understand him. If he didn't exist, the situation would be a lot easier to deal with.
Yep.
No, you're not wrong, buddy. Damn it!
Hey.
Hajime, let's just move on and start the game.
You're right. I guess that means Nagito is a little craftier than you would just think at first glance if he figured this out.
Yeah.
Even if I do play
Well,
this...
we know he's crafty. He's just mischievous.
Yeah. I guess he also just generally is smarter than you would think, like just the fact he
Yeah.
was able to figure this out.
Yeah. Well, he was kind of the mastermind of
First one.
everything that happened to Spare Girls.
Yeah, he sort of was. At least, like, at least partially.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right, I mean... yeah. Even if I do play this, I might just get a game over again. Before I start, I should ask Chiaki if there's a walkthrough for this game. Hey, can I ask you something? Is there a walkthrough for this game?
Huh?
I feel like I'm just going to go... I feel like I'm just going to repeat the second and fourth day again. And then get a game over. So if there's a walkthrough, can you tell me about it?
Well,
When you get a game over, that's the walkthrough.
Huh? What do you mean?
want me to tell you?
Do you want me to tell you? I'll tell you if you want. There's a hidden command.
A hidden command?
See?
You should have seen it too, you know. That thing that was displayed on the game over screen.
Is that? Game over down 5. You talking about the message that said down 5?
That's right.
Just so you know, that doesn't mean you down 5 drinks or something. It means you press down 5 times.
The hidden command is...
Yep.
You just have to press the button down 5 times when you're on the title screen. If you do that, you should be able to get through the real game.
So that's the trick, just as expected of the ultimate gamer.
Nope.
It doesn't have anything to do with being a gamer. This is just you either get it or you don't. In fact, Nagito got it on his own, so it looks like he managed to beat the game. Come on, give it a try.
Yeah, I got it. At least we don't have to play through days 2 and 4 again.
Yeah.
Monokuma Salt, licensed by Monokuma Inc. Danganronpa.
Although it would be kind of cool to see all the days in order.
Yeah. If it's work of nonfiction, any resemblance to real person living or dead is purely intentional. I need to press down 5 times on the title screen. Let's do this. Open the new door to Twilight Syndrome murder case. Press down 5 times with your own hands. Okay, so you actually have to do it.
Right.
Here we go.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Truth Edition.
Nice. The screen
Dun,
changed.
dun, dun.
She was right.
And the music changed.
It did, you're right.
Yep.
This is the real game. Twilight Syndrome Murder Cases, Truth Edition.
I should start it up. I need to find out why this is a motive. If I start, it'll start if I press the escape key, right? Now then, let's begin Twilight Syndrome murder case. Please press the escape key with your own hands. All right. Now,
you don't even press the escape key. You actually just click
okay.
the mouse. But
We open with a specific murder case, a tragic killing that occurred within the grounds of the academy that the girls attended. Based on their understanding of the crime scene, the police ruled the incident was the work of a pervert who snuck in the school grounds. However, there was a secret behind that incident. Even before the janitor first discovered the body, there were students who witnessed the crime itself. The students were 5 high school girls. They didn't want to get involved in the incident, so they tried to hide the fact they were there and the first to discover it. However, tragedy befell those girls. Several days after the incident, one of the 5 girls, Girl E, is murdered by someone. What in the world happened to the once peaceful academy? By playing the missing first day and third day, you will be able to understand that mystery. All the answers you seek are hidden in this Truth Edition. Will you be able to reach the truth? Now then, let's start with the first day where it all began. So, who in this? I was E. I was like E, A, and C. Was I? I don't remember what I was.
yes, and I was B and D,
Okay.
I believe.
Okay. Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm really, really sorry for keeping you all waiting.
Jeez, we were gonna go home late because we had to wait for Slowpoke Girl A. Come on, Girl B. You don't have to be that mad. Hey, don't go taking photos without permission. People might mistake us for good friends.
I'm not your friend?
What? There's no way we'd ever be friends with a nasty, trashy pig shit like you. Jeez.
Nice.
Brutal.
Yeah. The way Girl B treats people, even loan sharks looking to collect would get sick to their stomach. Huh? Is Girl E here yet? Apparently she forgot something. She told us to just wait a little longer.
She can't find her school swimsuit. Her swimsuit, huh? Maybe it got stolen.
Stolen?
You don't know. A pervert's been spotted in the area recently. You should be super careful, Girl A. A chubby weakling like you makes the perfect prey. Stop it. Girl A's getting really scared. It's fun to bully Girl A.
Oh, something. Oh, it's some glass just breaking over there.
What was that sound? It sounded like glass breaking. Sounds like it came from the second floor. Let's go.
So yeah, something just happened. I like this retro music here.
Yeah. Girl E.
Girl E, what happened? I don't know. I walked by the front of the music room just now. And then I suddenly heard the sound of glass breaking. Is someone in there? That's what I think, but I think the door is locked. I can't get it open.
You're right, it's locked.
Did someone lock it from the inside? Is someone really in there? If we use the key from the teacher's lounge, we can open the door, right?
I'll go to the teacher's lounge and get the key to the music room. The teachers are probably gone by now, so I'm sure we can get the key over in secret. But I have a bad feeling about this.
Yeah, that's, yeah, I mean, if you hear the sound of glass shattering in a locked room, that's never good.
Yeah. I found the key. Nobody was there, so it was super easy to get.
Then let's open it right away.
Freak. Okay. Curly, you lead the way.
Me?
Come on, hurry, hurry.
Okay, we're going in here.
Oh.
You actually have to turn it, go in the room.
Yeah.
Clatter, clatter, clatter. There's a piano in there.
Oh, I guess I gotta...
Walk.
It doesn't clearly show when I can actually control the character or not.
Yeah. There's a piano over there.
Piano.
A grand piano, nice.
Oh.
There's somebody over there on the ground in a fish tank and a window.
Chillin'.
Someone's laying on the floor.
She's not laying down. She's dead. Dead.
You notice how the color changed at the top there from like the yellow to red
Mhm.
just then?
Yeah, I did.
That's impossible.
Yeah.
Why? What were you saying?
I think that's supposed to be like a heartbeat meter, so I guess
Yeah.
that's her heartbeat just spiked.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah!
Lower your voices. They might still be nearby.
Nearby.
I mean, this looks like someone murdered her.
Murdered. Huh?
Seriously, shut up. What's gonna happen if the killer notices us? What should we do? What should I do? I see. So that's what happened. I found it. The killer's escape route.
Escape route, could it be? I think you have to move now. The
No.
window. Ah, the window, it's broken.
The sound we heard from the entrance hall was probably the window breaking. Someone probably locked the music room door from the inside after killing this girl. They broke the window and escaped outside. Looks like she got hit by something when she died, but I can't seem to find anything bloody here. What happened to the weapon? Did the killer take it?
So, the killer just ran out the window? But if they just wanted to run away, they could have opened the window. Why'd they have to break it? They were probably just trying to leave in a hurry. Look, there's evidence. The fish tank by the window is tipped over. All the gravel is scattered. They must have accidentally tipped it over when they... Oh, sorry, that's B.
They must have accidentally tipped it over when they were frantically trying to get away. If I remember correctly,
Yeah.
I had a really hard time trying to figure out what happened in this.
Yeah, I did too when I played for the first time.
I think I think this mystery is actually more difficult than the actual beach murder.
Yeah. Like once you get like two pieces, like get to that point, you can. That part is not too difficult to figure out.
Yeah.
But yeah, like when I did this for the first time, like trying to figure this thing out, that stumped me too.
Yeah. I remember I believe it stumped both of us again when we played.
Yeah, let's see if we.
I think we were both, because like I think we all like, even though I've done this, I literally do not remember.
I remember a bit of
anything
it.
about this.
I remember a few. I think I remember enough to where you won't get stuck if you can't remember. I think I remember enough.
I just remember. Yeah, I remember like the outcome of all this.
Yeah.
Like what the secret it's hiding is, but I barely remember all the details about how this actually played out.
I think this was one of the two things that stumped us when we played the game for the first time. The broken fish takes me out of the bullets. The two things that stumped us when we played the game, despite the fact I had beaten the game, it was this and then the Chapter 4 Final Dead Room.
Yeah.
Those were the 2 points where I think we got stuck for a while. It's not too high to jump from the second floor, so maybe they thought it'd be safer than using the hallway. but is that really it?
I mean, to lock the door, you'd have to either lock it from inside the music room or use the lounge key. When I went to get the music room key, it was in the teacher's lounge. So the killer wouldn't have time to return the key before they broke the window.
Then the door could have been locked from the inside. That means the killer was inside the music room.
Also, to get outside from the music room, they need to have passed by us in the entrance hall. But we didn't see anyone pass by. Which means the killer's only escape route was this window.
Killer's escape route has been added to the bullets. Okay. It's excuse me, sorry. Excuse me. It's probably that pervert I heard about. He's the one who snuck inside the school grounds. Huh? My school swimsuit was stolen. I couldn't find it anywhere. Then, the pervert who stole Girl E's swimsuit also murdered that girl over there?
They probably locked the music room so they could rape her, but she ended up resisting.
So they frantically tried to get away and broke the window and escaped? Okay. Stolen school swimsuit's been added to the bullets. I like how it even says Girl E on that. That's kind of
Yeah. Yeah.
I like how it implies everyone's swimsuit has their name on it.
Yeah.
Like when
I guess it would.
I mean, wouldn't most? Well, I guess that they were custom. Well, no, there's no way a school swimsuit was custom fitted for anyone. Like,
Maybe not custom fitted, but they probably had some kind of name tags or something.
yeah, maybe. Isn't it bad if we stay here much longer? I mean, I don't want to get involved in something like this, and the killer might still be around too. That's bad, uber bad. We better hurry and run. But don't we have to report this to the police? Don't you know what happens when you report this kind of stuff to the police? You become the prime suspect just because you found the body first. I definitely don't want that.
Yeah, it'd be best if we left this room how we found it. Just lock the door and leave everything how it was.
Isn't that technically a crime too? Like obstruction of justice in a way?
No. I don't think so. If you just leave everything the way it was and don't mess with it.
I still thought not reporting a crime could be perceived as a
Yeah.
crime in itself. Maybe not a legal one. It's definitely an ethical one.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think it's like literally illegal not to support support a crime.
Yeah. I guess just ethically it's not
Yeah.
right, but you know. Oh hey, please wait, don't leave me. Oh, okay, I guess we're going to day 4 now. Or day 3, excuse me, 3.
Yeah.
Girl D! Now we're blue again.
Yeah.
Sorry, did I make you wait? So what's up? You asked me to meet you here, don't tell me you're gonna confess your love to me. Oh, that's kinda weird. Huh? What happened?
I want you to look at this photo.
Huh? The vase?
On the day of the incident, I found this when I peeked into the next door classroom as I was going home. And I couldn't help taking a picture. What do you think these broken vase pieces mean? That sound we heard from the entrance hall wasn't the sound of a window breaking.
What is this? I don't know anything about the vase.
And if that's the case, the killer didn't escape from the window.
Seriously, I don't know anything.
It's okay. I made sure to throw it away.
Huh?
If anyone found it, you'd be in trouble, right, Girl E?
Are you trying to blackmail me?
Of course not. That's not what this is about. If there's something you're hiding from me, I want you to say it. I mean, we're friends, right?
You didn't say anything either? I knew. You know, I knew that girl who got killed was tormenting you. Huh? Oh, sorry.
Huh?
No, she wasn't just tormenting you, she was seriously making your life a living hell. That bitch was in your photography club back in middle school, right? She was probably jealous of your talent, so she... I'm supposed to be your best friend. If you told me, none of this would have happened.
Girl E, don't tell me you...
Now we're yellow again, not blue. That bitch thought she could do anything she wanted because of her family's influence.
Hmm.
Oh boy.
Now we're starting to get into the juicy stuff.
Yeah. And I just couldn't stand it anymore. You know, at first I tried to talk to her. But that bitch started talking shit about how she'd target me next time, so... I felt a sudden rage. Before I knew it, I was choking her. You know, when you confront somebody like that, who's... they're probably just like... You know, they're probably not legitimately gonna actually do what they say.
Yeah.
Like, I know like a lot of... You know, I can't say I ever went to like a school with like a person with a was from a family like that had like a lot of influence in like the like community or like society as a whole. So I can't say that with certainty. But from my experience, most like bullies who just torment people verbally and whatnot, and like they say like, oh, if you mess with me, I'm gonna kill you or something or stuff like that. It's most likely just like a bluff, and they're not actually gonna do it.
Yeah.
But just the way that it comes across, people take it seriously that they will, even though they probably won't actually do it because they know if they did that there would still be problems.
Yeah.
So that's what I presume. That's what I interpreted from this whole thing.
Yeah.
Was like the person that was like tormenting girl D was like not actually going to do anything to them. It was just like probably what I would probably call like just a massive ego or something like that, or a big superiority complex, I guess, is what I interpret it as. And it's also like knowing what I know about the whole thing with like the other like the whole external lore of the whole thing in the overall series. Like that's kind of my kind of conclusion about it.
Yeah.
I'll talk about that more in the trial when we get to that. But and then she lost consciousness, but things would have been worse if she woke up. So that's why I had to do something about it.
That's
Not my fault, or yours. It's all her fault. Oh, sorry.
Girl E.
Oh, she just got rid of the photo. What is that in the background there? Like, what is that supposed to be? Like a fireplace or something? What is that?
It might. It's either some kind of. It might be like a composting box.
Maybe.
I don't know. It's some kind of Japanese thing I don't recognize.
Yeah. That bitch. Girl E, was it? Word is she was with her on the day of the incident. Oh boy. Looks like she threw away something here. Something away here. What is it? What was it? What the hell is this photo? This vase is... Could it be the sound of breaking glass was actually this? If it wasn't, why did she secretly get rid of this? That bitch, what the hell did she do to my little sister? Oh boy. Looks like I need to ask her a few questions, and if that bitch really did that, I will never forgive her. That's not good. Oh, hello. Hello, buddy. Yeah, that's not good. Looks like this is the end.
That's right.
That's the Truth Edition. The incident's first and third day are depicted in it.
Yep.
Yep, now you've filled in all 4 events from the first day to the 4th day.
Hey Chiaki, what do you think of the characters in this game?
Do you mean like Girl A and Girl B? Their names make no sense, and they have no romantic chemistry either.
Well, no, I mean, given the fact that Girl B was just insulting her, I mean...
Yeah.
No, not that.
See?
Oh, you were talking. Looks like the ending staff roll started.
Oh, the credits. Staff roll.
Yeah.
Perhaps.
You should be able to find out what you want to know if you look at it properly.
What I want to know is on the staff roll? Let's see what we got. Producer, Monokuma. Director, Monokuma. Supervisor, Monokuma. Plan scenario, Monokuma. Programmer, Monokuma. Graphics, Monokuma. Sound, Monokuma. Cast, Sumiki, Koizumi, Hiyoko, Miyoda, Sato, Kuzuryu. It's really that, like, they don't put Sayonji.
Yeah.
But they put everyone else's last name.
Yeah.
Production Supreme, Monokuma. Producer Supreme, excuse me. Wait, just now.
See?
See? Didn't I tell you? What you want to know is going to be on there.
Miracle!
Yay! Congrats! Miracle! Congratulations! You have finally beaten Twilight Syndrome murder case! Now that you guys have played this game through the end, you should probably already know. That's right! This game is a non-fiction game based on actual past incident.
Is that true?
By the way,
Non-fiction means an original story based on historical fact or records.
Hey, answer my question.
But even if this is non-fiction, you guys probably don't remember it. Well, that can't be helped. The school life you no longer remember is the setting for this story.
Our school life?
isn't that wonderful?
At any rate, congratulations. Now then, as for the ending prize I'm supposed to give you as reward for clearing the game, I won't give it to you.
Ending prize?
There was only one ending prize, and I already gave it to the first person who beat it.
Too bad.
How disappointing.
Did you say ending prize?
Like, I was told the same thing when I beat it too.
Aww.
And I was too late. If I'd known something like this was gonna happen, I'd have played the game sooner.
Ending prize been out of the bullets. Well, we know who got it. We saw it. That photo kind of gives it away.
Yeah.
Because we saw that. I think, was it last stream we saw that? I guess it was.
Yeah.
But the ending prize isn't the problem. It's what Monokuma said earlier. He mentioned how he used our school life as the setting of the game.
But wouldn't they... This was... Maybe they go over it later. But this would have happened before they went to the school?
No. It's implied this happened during the time they were at Hope's Peak.
Really?
Yeah, because if you recall, Monokuma says, everyone had forgotten their memory of time at Hope's Peak in Chapter 1.
Yeah, I guess it wouldn't have happened before they went to Hope's Peak, because he didn't erase any of those memories.
Yeah, because if that was the case, they would have remembered this story. At least the people that were involved in it would have known.
Yeah.
So this is, I think it's implied this happened while they were at Hope's Peak, and I'm pretty sure that's what it is.
Yeah.
This is, I thought, so it's connected to that this time too. But is it really it really true? We were already living our school lives and the memories were completely taken. Is something that crazy actually possible? And what did they do to us?
You...
It looks like there's something on your mind.
Huh?
perhaps...
Onaguma probably said the same thing to everyone else who's beaten this game. That this game is non-fiction. That is the missing link that existed in our forgotten school memories.
So do you believe it? Do you really believe our memories were taken?
I don't know, but instead of thinking about that right now, we gotta focus on solving this mystery first. Whether we believe it's the motive or not, it's clear that a murder did occur.
If that's the case, then I need to question them directly. Oh right, we have to do this, that's right. There's that short scene, that's right. If I do that, I might be able to learn something.
You're talking about the people whose characters appear in the game, right? Then I'll go too.
That's right, if I get some information from them, I might be able to find out something. About the mystery behind Mahiru's death, about whether the game is true or not. And if we really had our school memories taken away.
Hey.
Then let's hurry and ask the others. And while we're at it, ask them how it feels to be characters in the game.
I bet that's like your fantasy there.
Yeah. Well, I guess she is technically in a game.
Well, yeah. I mean, we all are. You know, I mean, that would be awesome if I was actually a video game character. Like, if I was physically in a game, like the character, like myself. That would be awesome. Like, that would be awesome. Like, if we ever do what we talked about that one time and turn my book into a game, like, that would be awesome.
Yeah.
Like, I would actually be in a game. That would be awesome.
Yeah. Also, if you want to gather your thoughts about the content of the game, talk to me anytime.
I see, thanks. That's a huge help. So that's just like if you forget anything and you need to refresh. You don't have to do that.
Yeah.
I don't know where they are right now, but we won't learn anything if we just stand here. Alright, let's go. Alright, let's go talk to these jokers.
Alright.
Hello there.
Oh.
What were you saying?
I was about to say, I guess we can just check the map to see where they are, but we gotta deal with Nagito first.
Yeah. Why, hello there, Hajime and Chiaki. We meet again. I think he actually gathered them for us, if I recall. Your timing's too perfect. Were you waiting? You were waiting here, weren't you?
You caught me?
So you caught me? Wouldn't it be best if we traveled together? If you've beaten the game, we must think similarly, right?
Man.
No, maybe I'm being a little too conceited. A guy like me thinking similarly to you guys. It's okay, just make your point.
Well...
There was an airport on the first island, right? I told them to meet up there. Them?
You don't know?
Why, the characters who appeared in Twilight Syndrome murder case, of course. The girls must have been busy with their investigations, too. It'd be a waste of time if we both questioned them, no?
Bye now.
If you want to hear what they have to say, you should come with me. I'll go ahead and wait for you guys. What should we do?
Yeah. I guess the only thing we can do is go.
I guess you're right. Alright, back to the airport.
Right.
Oh, hey Jackie. No, I think that's just she'll tell you about the game.
Hey.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, no, it's just that, okay. Going back to the island again. I think the only time
jazz.
What?
You like jazz?
Well, somewhat. You much of a jazz fan?
You like jazz?
Yeah, I don't know. Are we talking like jazz music or the Utah jazz here?
Like B-movie references? There's all the planes that don't work.
Yep. Hey guys. Hajime, over here.
I forgot Ibuki was technically involved in guess.
Yeah. So like they're gathered here or something. The names on the staff roll for Twilight Syndrome murder case were Tsumuki, Koizumi, Sayonji, Miyota, Sato, Kusuru. No, it wasn't. It said Hiyoko. Liar.
Yeah.
Yeah, it should have said Sayonji, because I have the last names of everyone else. It should have said Sayonji in that credits roll.
Yeah.
I don't know if that was
Wow.
if that was an error or if it's just one of those lost in translation things.
Yeah.
But I think we know what it meant. It doesn't really mean anything that it says Hiyoko and not Sayonji, but that's just me nitpicking again.
Yeah.
I really wanted Fuyuhiko to come too, but he locked himself in his cottage and wouldn't come out for me.
Sorry.
So unfortunately, he's absent. It's probably because I'm so incompetent. I apologize. I don't think anyone could have gotten him out of there when he's pissed.
No.
I don't think he'd listen to anybody.
No.
Huh? So it's okay to be absent? I thought you said we'd get executed if we didn't come. Oh, executed?
I mean, you said Monokuma had something important to tell us, right? We came because you told us that.
Sorry. That was a lie.
You tricked us.
What the?
What the heck?
Jeez!
Fine, then I'm leaving.
Wait!
Can you wait until we finished our business with you? Right, Hajime? This is like I'm on the same team as Nagito. No, I can't focus on that right now. I have to get information from them.
Okay, well, let's talk to Hiyoko before she starts out.
There!
That's not fair. I can't believe you actually tricked us so we come to this place. I have nothing I have nothing to say to imprudent regular people like you. Regular, huh? He's right that I might be a regular guy, but I also have an ultimate talent, or at least I should have one. Okay, so nothing, so she's not telling us anything. Hey, do you have a minute? There's something I wanted to ask you. Have you played Twilight Syndrome Murder Case Mikan?
No. So we said we weren't gonna play that game. Also, I'm not really good at video games. I'm pretty slow and I panic instantly.
Her timid tone is pretty sure girl A character was like that too.
Hey.
Yeah. Because I believe girl A is Mikan.
Yeah.
Girl B
That's Hiyoko, I think.
Yoko. Girl C is
Well, it's obvious girl D is Mahiru because she was the one who taking the photos.
True, yeah.
That means girl C is Ibuki then.
Yeah.
And if I recall in the trial, they make you
then-
answer all those questions. They make you tell who's who in the trial.
Yeah, and then obviously
Obviously, the guy, that's obviously Fuyuhiko.
Yeah. And then his sister.
Yeah, it was one of the
And
people that's
then
dead. And this
Girl E is not
this like
in this
Sato or
game.
whatever.
Yeah, it's very dead.
Yeah, this like Sato person.
Yeah. Anyway, can you tell me about your relationship with Mahiru? Relationship with Mahiru?
Well,
I first met her when first gathered at the classroom with everyone else. And after arriving at the island, I did have a few conversations with her, but could it be did Mahiru hate me? That's definitely it. She hated me.
She doesn't know anything. No, it's more like she doesn't remember anything. But even
But even though she hated me, for her to actually invite me, she must have been a really kind person.
Oh, right, this. I forgot about this. Invite?
Mahiru invited me this morning.
This morning?
He looked very serious, and she was wondering if we could all meet up so she could discuss something. But I already had plans to go to the beach, so I had to decline because I needed to prepare for that. And when I did, she made this lonely face that said that she'll reschedule for another day. But if only I went with her, this wouldn't have happened.
I don't think you would have been much help. You probably could be knocked out really easily.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think you would be much help. Mahiru invited Mikan. Why? Hello, Ibuki. Hey, Ibuki, can I ask you something?
Why, you?
Bring it on.
Have you played Twilight Syndrome Murder Case?
Aw.
Well, that's a computer game, right? I'm basically awful at those things.
Guitar!
Ibuki's a tough girl, but I don't touch anything powered by electricity except for electric guitars. You don't touch anything powered with electricity.
That's really disturbing. That's really disturbing.
I feel like
What about
you don't have it's just anything powered. So that means no microwaves,
no
no
light
ovens,
switch, no light
switches.
Not even a cell phone.
Phones, laptops, computers, nothing.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's a lie, but now it's not the time to really dwell on something like that. The unique tone and hyper energy. There was a character like that in the game too, who really didn't do much in the game.
No.
He was just kind of there.
Yeah.
Let me ask you one more thing. What's your relationship between you and Mahiru?
Oh, you mean that in a perverted way?
No, in a normal way.
Aw.
Well, even if you ask me that, Ibuki's encounter with Mahiru was...
Oh!
Well, when I asked Mahiru this morning to go to the beach with us, she made this real disappointing face.
Disappointing face.
I see.
Yeah,
I see.
but disappointment varies depending on the person. Ibuki associates it with department store rooftops. You associate disappointment with department store rooftops?
That's really weird.
Okay.
So in the context of... Wait, so I just realized. Okay, so she associates disappointment with department store rooftops. If something is disappointing, that means that's what she thinks it is. So if she said, like, someone, like a person was disappointing, they would be, by that logic, a department store rooftop to Ibuki.
Yeah.
So I guess that...
yeah.
Yeah, so...
Whatever that means.
Yeah, that's... Yeah, that's hurting my brain to think about what that means.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna move past it. Let's stay focused on Mahiru.
That's totally it!
It turns out Mahiru had some business too. She wanted to invite me to that instead. She said something like, I was thinking about meeting with everyone, but if you already have plans...
Do you know what she meant by everyone?
Aww.
Nope, I didn't ask.
I see. Mahiru invited Ibuki. Why?
I see.
I see. Looks like we've obtained some pretty valuable testimonies. Based on that, it seems like Mahiru also beat the game. I think when we played this game, that's one thing I forgot, that Mahiru actually played it.
Yeah.
So I think I remember talking to you about that, where I was like, wait a minute, I forgot she actually finished it.
Yeah.
Why? Why do you know that?
You don't know?
If she hadn't, she wouldn't have chosen those people to talk to. These people. Because she beat the game, she talked to the people who appeared in the game. Just like what we are doing right now.
But still,
But in her case, it was much more serious. Probably. I mean, she was forced to learn that she was involved in that game.
That's true.
But I'm surprised. I never thought Mahiru would play that game.
That's true, that was unexpected. Nagito, didn't you tempt her into playing that game?
Oh yeah, I forgot about this part.
I guess that was technically part of it. I didn't think that was the reason why she played it. I was thinking it was the other reason that she played it.
Yeah.
Which I think was also part of it.
Yeah.
I think Nagito mentions... I think if I recall, it's Nagito talked to her pretty much the same thing he told us about, like, ignoring the motive and something. But that's not... I got her, like, questioning it, but I think the actual reason she played it was the other thing I was thinking of.
Yeah.
I remember. Anyway, what happened to Mahiru? Did she leave saying she had some business to take care of? Huh? Why do you know that? Wait, you tempted her, right? Just like you did to me.
How mean.
Temp, that's a rude thing to say.
No, that's wrong.
That's disrespectful toward Mahiru.
Isn't that right?
There's no way her feelings would change just because a useless guy like me tempted her. At the same time, she was already considering giving that game a try. All I did was give her a little push.
It's obvious.
That's all it was. What the heck?
Well,
But more importantly, isn't it better if we listen to what she has to say? She's being quiet as ever. I'm counting on you, Hiyoko.
hey,
If Mahiru spoke to everyone who appeared in the game, she should have talked to you too, right? Well, Hiyoko?
She never. Alright,
that's me. She never talked to me at all.
That's weird.
Man, what a surprise. I didn't expect you to ask me such an easy question.
Bye!
So, I'm just gonna go back to my cottage now. She's basically the Himiko of Case 2 in this game. Like,
Yeah.
the one person who actually could really help us move everyone along if they weren't just being a stubborn pain in the butt. The Batukas.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
Hiyoko, what were you saying?
Yeah. Himiko really was just kind of a nuisance to everyone.
Yeah, especially in the second trial. It's like, oh, I know I didn't actually kill him, but I won't tell you how the trick actually worked because then you'll know it's not magic. I'm like, I'm like, you useless pain in the butt.
Yeah.
So just holding everyone back.
Yeah.
And it's like, going back to what I was saying in the last stream about the whole relationship dynamic with the whole brothers and sisters thing that I was talking about. With like the correlation of like how chapter 2 you had the brothers in the first game, the bros, and now you had the sisters, and then I was about to say like, and how fitting that, and just like in chapter 2 in that one of them's dead. Just after the whole thing was established. So like that's it gets even more into that later when it keeps going, and I'll get to that when I get to that. But it just reminded me of that, so. Although I guess this time the person in the relationship wasn't the culprit, so they were the one who died, so. Ignoring my voice, Hiyoko ran away as though she were avoiding me. What a coward.
Yeah.
I mean, Hiyoko is kind of a wimp. Well, not a wimp, but a very stubborn person.
Yeah.
It looks like it's okay to say she ran away. Yeah, she's clearly suspicious. That's pretty much decided. Decided?
now then.
Regardless, it looks like we're finished here, so why don't we part ways for now? There's still something I need to investigate.
Bye now.
I'll see you again later. Oh, hey. What the heck is his problem? Even his exit was pushy. Chiaki, what should we do? Should we go back to the scene of the crime one more time and investigate?
It's very important to investigate the scene of the crime, but let's go over Mahiru's cottage first.
Mahiru's cottage?
If she beat the game, it's best if we investigate there, I think.
See?
She might have that.
Oh, the ending prize. If that's the case, I'll go with you. You're okay with that, right? That's your cue to say yes. Okay, bye guys. Okay, there is a Monokuma in her cottage. Do not miss it. In fact, before you actually investigate anything after the dialogue, if there is dialogue, get the Monokuma first. That's where Monokuma 5 is. I think it's also good because Mahiru is one of the cottages we haven't seen yet. No, we've seen hers. No, sorry, I mismarked that. That's Fuyuhiko's we haven't seen. You haven't seen Mikan's. That's the. I think I was misreading my notes between Mahiru and Mikan. So
Yeah.
we haven't seen Mikan's.
So what were you saying about the?
There's a Monokuma. Monokuma 5 is in there. Do not miss it.
Oh, okay.
In Mahiru's cottage. Like I said, after you get past the dialogue, if there is dialogue when you go in, hers is the one in the end. Do not investigate anything in the room until you find it, because you can easily miss it. Door's locked.
Moving after you're told would be... Wait. Moving after you're told would be 2/3 rate, so I made sure to be one step ahead. However, removing what's inside is a huge no-no. There are others who want to investigate too.
So he's already unlocked the door. I guess I should go inside. Alright, Mahiru's cottage. Alright. There it is. It's behind the TV.
Oh, yeah.
Compared to my room, this cottage has a somewhat pleasant smell wafting throughout the room. This proves Mahiru was here. But she's not coming back.
Then I should try looking for a naughty book.
What? What? Why?
Yep.
No, I was only kidding.
Kidding. You that kind of person? Jeez, well at least I don't feel nervous anymore. Maybe that's why she did it. Oh, there you go. Wait, could that be the reason she said that?
See?
But it looks like we don't need to search for it. Check out that thing on top of the bed.
On top of the bed. Okay, don't look at it yet. Get the Monokuma.
No.
All the Monokuma.
We got them all for chapter 2, everybody. Okay, now you can check it. I wish you could tell what those pictures are in the back there.
You can kind of see it. It's just like a bunch of generic pictures of flowers
And like the beach.
and some palm trees, some beaches. There's like some guys standing around on the beach, or
Yeah.
sunsets, waves.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like generic pictures of the beach.
Oh,
There
hey, you
go.
can actually sort of see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. These photos Mahiru must have taken them. She probably developed them at the supermarket. Oh, so those were all taken when we got here, okay.
Yeah.
Even in the situation, there's a lot of photos of smiling people. Is that because of her personality? Okay. Well, let's check out the thing on the bed.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Apparently you can look at the window.
Just like my cottage, has an open design that evokes a feeling of a tropical relaxation. There's not much that catches my eye.
Okay, let's just look at this thing.
Okay, envelope. There's an envelope on top of the bed. He doesn't have any pillows.
Hey,
Nope.
hey.
Could it be? This might be it. The ending prize Monokuma gave the first person who beat that game. What's inside the envelope?
Let's find out. I turned over the envelope. What came falling out was a few photos. How fitting.
This photo.
How fitting that the photographer had the photos. This is... Oh, hello, guys. So we got Mikan, Hiyoko, and Ibuki here.
It's kind of weird seeing Hiyoko
Not
in
her
just like
kimono.
this standard school outfit and not they're even Mikan. Ibuki, her thing is already kind of a cool outfit. It's just a little less yeah, the one in the one in this game is more of a caricature of what I guess she would wear
Yeah.
in a daily life.
Yeah. It's funny if you watch the anime like Despair arc where it actually shows these guys at Hope's Peak, only some of them actually wear the school uniforms. Like
Yeah.
Hiyoko and Ibuki, I think, are two of them that don't. Like I know Mikan wears the school uniform. Like even in the first game, if you remember the class photos we got in the first game, like most of the characters were wearing them. The only ones that didn't were like I think Hifumi and Sakura, who I just doubt they had uniforms big enough for them.
Yeah.
And I guess also Junko. I don't think was wearing them, but everyone else was. But like in the anime, I think there's like I'm trying to remember who doesn't wear the uniforms. I know I know Nekomaru doesn't. Kazuichi as well, and Teru. I think everyone else wears the standard, or at least a variation of the standard school uniform.
Yeah.
I said obviously Hiyoko and Ibuki as well don't, but I think the other 10 all do.
Yeah.
So it's been a while since I've watched that, but I'm trying to remember who all wears it and who doesn't.
Yeah. I never have watched it. I should probably watch it at some point.
Yeah, there are there's definitely some problems with the Despair arc of it. It's one of those like slice of life things that fills in some gaps of things, but just the way it fills in some of the gaps and the pacing of it is,
I've technically seen the Eruption Fang video.
Yeah.
You know the one I'm talking about, the full unabridged storyline, but I haven't actually watched the actual.
Yeah. There's some good stuff in that. Like there's some good stuff with like some character moments and some funny scenes. But I think the problem it's the same problem I had with the adaptation of the first game. It's too quick. Like because it plays alongside the future arc one, which I think arguably a little more interesting because it has to split time with that. Everything moves really quick.
Yeah.
And that's a problem, I think. And
yeah, it probably could have been two separate shows.
Yeah, and so that's a problem. And like I said, also just it fills in some of the gaps of how some of the ambiguous things actually happened, but just the method in which they did are not always not very well liked sometimes.
Yeah,
I didn't have a huge problem with some of it, but I acknowledge like the reason why people had a problem with it. But there are some good moments in there too. Like there's a really good scene that I think I've showed you before with Nagito meeting Junko, and that scene's actually really cool. But there's some stuff like that. But I think if you're in for just like a day when you can, sit down and watch 10 half-hour episodes, over a couple days, there's worse things you could do.
Yeah.
Because you'll still get some funny moments and you'll still get some interesting stuff. But
Yep.
There was a similar scenario during the first day in Twilight's True Edition. Girl B was in a bad mood because Girl A was late, and Girl D tried to cheer her up by taking her picture.
Is this the photo she took? Entrance hall photo's been out of the bullets.
Look at this photo too.
There's the vase. Broken vase.
Is that the same photo Girl D showed Girl E on the third day?
As I recall, a broken vase was in the classroom next to the music room. Broken vase photos added to the bullets.
But still.
But this photo is more shocking.
As Chiaki showed the photo to me, I was stunned into silence. Oh, well, hello. Okay, that's the person that was killed in the music room.
It looks suspiciously like Kaede.
It's the hairstyle does look like her.
Yeah.
Just without the ahoge.
Yeah.
Her breasts aren't big enough, though, to be Kaede.
No.
But yeah, you're right. It is the hair. It does look like her.
Yeah, it's almost the exact same style.
Yeah. Just with like she's also got the school uniform on too.
Mm-hmm.
She's obviously been smacked in the head with something, so.
This is an actual photo of a dead body. Since there's a piano behind the body, it looks like it's in the music room. If that's the case, this Could this be the photo of the first victim?
You mean the first victim of the murder that occurred on the first day?
Oh.
Yeah, the one they blamed on the pervert.
High school girls, crime scene photos, and added to the bullets. Do we actually get the photo of the second body? Okay. Yeah,
What do you mean?
Yeah, the other death.
Oh, yeah.
I was wondering if we got a photo of that.
Yeah. And one more. This is the last photo.
Yeah, okay, that's it. He's been smacked over the head with a bat. Ugh.
This is probably the photo of girl E after she got killed on the 4th day.
So that's like.
So that means
that's Sato, I guess, like the Sato girl.
Yeah. But that means that Mahiru took this picture too. She would have to, I guess.
I don't know if it was Mahiru that did it. I'm not sure. I don't know if that's ever explained, like some of these other photos.
Yeah.
Well, I guess it would have to, because she took the one of the vase, and she took the one of the group in the hall, and she took and I'm pretty sure we did see her take the picture of the first body.
Because it implies that all the pictures in the game were all taken by Mahiru.
Yeah.
So
okay, yeah, I guess you're
Mahiru
right.
would have taken this picture as well.
Yeah. Which that must have been really. It's obvious those two were friends, so that must have been really tough having to take a picture of your friend's body when they're dead.
Yeah. And the fact that she ended up in the same position is very interesting.
Yeah. I think I remember why that is. I'll get to that later, but I think I remember why that is. So.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah, make no mistake, this is a photo of girl E.
I like how the quote photo is the drawn version, and the one in the game is the one from real life.
That is kind of funny.
Yeah.
Girl E's crime scene photo, then out of the bullets. I think the only other thing we have to do is talk to Sonia again. I think that's it.
With that, we finished through looking at all the photos.
So based on all these photos,
Yep.
Yeah, it seems pretty clear. This is the ending prize.
this is the ending prize for beating Twilight, and what's depicted in the photos proves that Twilight Syndrome murder case is based on an actual murder. Does that mean the stuff about our memories being stolen?
Huh?
What's this?
Is there something else?
See?
There's a note inside the envelope.
Try playing Twilight Syndrome. After you get a game over, press down 5 times for the real game. Once you do, you should remember what you did to my sister. We'll talk then. Okay, that's the reason I thought Mahiru played the game, not Nagito.
Yeah.
This is what I was thinking it was.
Well, Nagito suggests that he encouraged it, but didn't cause her to want to play it in the first place.
Yeah, like he kind of did that to us. Like he was trying to, like, encourage people to play it, but he didn't make them do it.
Yeah.
And I guess something like this she couldn't just ignore.
Yeah.
After you get a game, we'll press 5 times for the real game. Once you do, you should remember what you all did to my sister. We'll talk then. This note.
Wait. Time out.
Maybe the first person to beat the game and receive the ending prize wasn't Mahiru.
Oh yeah, I mean, we kind of knew that. We saw someone else
Yeah.
with this earlier. I guess Chiaki didn't see that, but we saw it.
Yeah.
Someone else sent this to Mahiru. And that person is the one who actually received the ending prize. Mahiru wasn't just lured by Nagito, she also received this envelope.
Yep.
And that's why she played the game, right?
And the person who played the game first, the envelope looks very familiar. Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
Yeah.
And the word sister written in the note. Yeah, that doesn't tell you who did it. I mean, who beat it first. I mean, if you paid attention to the names and the credits, you should know who that is.
Yep.
Based on the clues, I can't think of anyone else other than him.
Yep.
First time he's actually relevant to something, because he didn't really do much in Chapter 1. Ending prize has been updated in the handbook.
I would say in most of the other ones, except for... Well, he's very relevant in both 3 and 4.
Yeah, in 4 he's very relevant.
Yeah, he's not really relevant in, like... And I would say he is fairly relevant in 6. Just because there aren't that many characters left to be relevant.
Yeah.
But 4, 5, and 6, like...
Yeah. It's like 5, everyone's sort of relevant.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then I guess 6, like, it's basically just Hajime, but
yeah, he is there and he still has a role to play in that. But
yeah, definitely 2 and 4 are his kind of big moments.
Even in Chapter 3, he is somewhat relevant, like based on the aftermath of this whole thing. But yeah, I don't know. I presume people know Fuyuhiko actually lives past this chapter, so.
Yep, I'm glad we came here to investigate, because we did that. We discovered a very important clue.
Yeah, I agree. But there's still one thing left. Yeah, we gotta go talk to Sonia. We have to find out who actually killed Mahiru, but there's not much time left. I need to hurry. I think you have to go back to the beach house again. Go talk to Sonia.
Probably just teleport if I can.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to run all the way there.
Oh, never mind. Hajime and Chiaki, what a coincidence. If something happens twice, the third time's the charm, so they say. What coincidence? Are you a stalker or something?
Now.
Don't say that. I was just thinking about filling you in on the result of my investigation. Results? Did you find something?
Bow to me.
Wow, thanks, buddy. I'll let you know if you drop to your knees and lick my shoes. Really, dude? Huh? Just kidding, I was joking. Didn't sound like a joke to me. Sounds like something Hyoko would say. Well, actually, it's about the footprints. The killer left their footprints in front of the beach house, right? Did you find out whose footprints they are? If you want to know, I highly recommend you come to the beach house with me. With you? Of course, you'll come with me, right?
Oh, it's gonna teleport us there. That's nice.
I don't trust him as far as I can throw him. But if I can get a clue. What are you gonna do, Chiaki?
I'm gonna try to talk to Fuyuhiko and see if he can tell me anything. So I'll leave this to you.
Yep.
Yeah, that's definitely a good idea. If there's one person Fuyuhiko might listen to, it's probably her.
Yeah.
If someone like me tried to talk to him, it'd be impossible. But it might be different with the girl. Well, didn't you say you tried?
Yep.
Just be careful he doesn't get rough with you.
Yep.
I guess this is where we part. I'll see you later, Hajime.
I like how Nekomaru and Gundam have no relevance in this whole thing at all. Like, we haven't even seen them since the investigation started. We haven't seen them at all.
Have we seen Nekomaru at all since the one fighting scene earlier in the chapter?
Well, we saw him at breakfast, but that's it.
Yeah. And then we saw Gundam, like, randomly.
Yeah, but that was
by the fridge, but literally barely. Yeah, Nekomaru literally has nothing to do with this chapter, except for randomly hitting, for fighting, Akane when she was on the way over to the beach. That's about it.
Yeah, we don't even see him, we just know he was there. Huh? Did you actually want her to stay? Actually, what do you mean?
Bye now.
Let's go. I'll go on ahead to the beach house and wait there. Oh, so you actually have to go there.
Okay. Well, let's go then.
Yeah, this is the last thing you have to do, so. I was thinking this would be faster, maybe we could do the trial, but I guess I think we'll leave it for next time.
Yeah, it's almost been, it's supposed to be 3 hours, so.
Yeah. Usually I didn't mind like the long ones for V3, but you know, that was just because we were on a time crunch trying to get stuff done with finishing it. But I don't mind. I don't mind just waiting until the next one because it is about to be 10:30 up here, and I would like to.
I'd rather not do like a 6-hour stream.
Yeah, I guess also when we did trial 1, it was about 5 hours.
Yeah.
So yeah, we can do that next time. I would like to give some thoughts on a few things before we end, like just talking about like what I did in the first one, talking about the
Well, we usually end right as we get to the
trial. Like once we get to like I gotta find out in this deadly class trial. Once we get to that, we can stop. Yeah, because we're coming right up on it. This is the last thing we have to do.
Yeah. Of course, sometimes they'll
monologue for a bit.
Yeah, they'll talk a bit before they actually get in the elevator and stuff.
That's fine. I don't think it's gonna be that bad. I think we don't have any more.
Like another 30 minutes or so.
Yeah, if that. And I said before we end the stream, like I said I'll go over just a bit, like I did in chapter 1, talking about the victim real quick, and then we can end it. I got like just a couple things. So that's like 2 minutes of something I wanted to talk about. Then we can end it. Shouldn't be that long, so. You should have walked the other way. Oh, you could have.
Oh yeah. Wait, diner this way. Yeah. I was just trying to level up. I'm almost.
Oh, you are okay.
Level 30 here. There you go.
Oh, okay, nice. I didn't know that's what you were doing. I don't know what level I got to when I played the game. I think I got up to like 75.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, Gundam. What's he doing here?
So you have appeared.
I was right. Huh?
What happened, sinner?
I already assumed you would come here.
Fine.
There is nothing you can hide from me, the supreme overlord who wields the 4 dark devas of destruction. Thus, I know everything. For instance, I happen to know you fiends.
I can see it!
We're preoccupied with your infantile beach play.
Nature, the collective will of the world.
It matters not, for what I love is silence and solitude. That's right. That's it. That's precisely it. Oh, so he... Oh, okay, so yeah, he really did feel bad that Kazuichi and I were hanging out, and he wanted to be just included in it, just to like not even to like go to the beach to like be with the girls. He just wanted to like be invited to hang out with us.
Yeah,
at least we wanted to be invited too. You kind of feel bad for the guy.
Yeah, he has no friends
except for his.
It is hard to be friends with him because every time you try to, he starts going on about all his stuff.
Yeah, his like, I'm like the overlord of ice or whatever.
Now then,
let's try going inside. Yeah, I'd rather hang out with Gundam than Nagito.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, Sonya. Nagito.
Whoa!
Why the hell are you here?
Hello there.
Why, hello there, Kazuichi. Thanks for going easy on me earlier. Thanks to you, I was able to walk away with a mild bruising. You clearly think like an ultimate.
What the heck?
This bastard.
You two have arrived at a good time.
Big news!
I have discovered something very terrible. She says while smiling. A terrible discovery.
A terrible discovery. A body has been discovered. Oh, we already knew that.
Yeah. That's Mikan.
Not only that, I believe it's nothing like Sonya's, but there's something I noticed too.
You too, Mikan? Yep, this is great. Looks like the investigation has reached its boiling point. Okay. I don't know what Mikan has.
Big news!
Listen, I have big news. Huge, huge news. What's this big news?
See?
Remember that Sunwitch Esper Ito mask I asked? Or that was next to Mahiru's body? Oh, the mask the killer used to hide their face?
Listen!
No, that is not correct. That mask was not just used to hide their face. Then what was it for?
Well?
Sparkling justice! I had to say it like she did earlier.
Yeah.
Huh? Sparkling Justice is a serial killer and self-professed ally of justice whose name makes mankind shudder. They wear a hero mask at all times. Supposedly, they are a serial killer who only murders other criminals.
That is an order!
Do not look so disappointed, Hajime. You need to be surprised.
Hey,
This Sparkling Justice character. That's the serial killer you were talking about before, right? It's true the mask we found is a hero mask, but...
Wow!
It is a heroine mask, to be precise. Sandwich Esper Ito is a pretty witch girl. See? A heroine!
anyway.
So what you're saying is it's possible the serial killer is the one who killed Mahiru? Which means there's a serial killer hiding among us?
Not again.
No, yeah, not again. That'd be all 3 games where there's one. I'm pretty sure I've seen a twist like that in some video game. Thank you, Nagito. Thank you. Thank you, first game. Oh, Toko, how you're so useless in that game.
Yeah, she literally just exists to be Jack.
Yeah, and that
It
one
was
scene
before.
in 6.
Yeah.
Which is still pretty useless. She didn't need to be there.
I guess they kind of used the character better in Despair Girls.
Yeah, Toko is... That's the only
Despair.
reason I like Toko is because...
Yeah.
I don't like her in the first game. I actually like her in Despair Girls. I do not like her in the first game at all.
Even in Despair Girls, she's not ever really a likable character.
I think I just found her more
Like,
interesting, where she's not
yeah.
like...
Well, she's definitely more fleshed out. And
Yeah.
has a more... And especially the way they did the combat system in that game, she
Yeah.
at least has a reason to
be there.
Be herself.
And also,
the
she's
way
just
she
not like.
is.
And also, I also like how they changed her personality to where she's not, or evolved her personality, I guess, to where it's not like she's this super insecure person. It's like, oh, everyone's just out to get me because everyone hates me because I'm ugly or something. To where it's like she doesn't really do that anymore. And I like how they took
she does
that
that
out.
quite a bit though.
It's not like she's like. It's not. I mean, yeah, she kind of self-depreciates, but she's not like. That's not like her only thing that she does.
Yeah.
And yeah, she's still a simp for Byakuya, but you know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. I just found her more enjoyable in Despair Girls than in the first game. I guess it's more because you actually feel she's doing something because she's one of the only other characters that's there. Unlike in the first game when she literally, really does nothing.
Yeah.
Like you could even argue Hiro does more, despite him being definitely the dumbest person out of the 6 who get to the end. Like you can even argue he's more relevant in the overall course of the game than Toko is.
Yeah.
Because outside of Chapter 2, what does Toko actually do that's really relevant to the plot? Like outside of that one thing in 4, but Hiro was also involved in that, so it kind of cancels it out.
Yeah.
I mean, what else does she do? So I mean, yeah, Toko, you're so worthless in Danganronpa 1. Definitely my least favorite of the 6 who live to the end. That's taking it as a whole. Toko and Jack as one character. The Jack stuff I actually think is funny at times, and I actually don't mind it. But I just the fact that it shared the same body with Toko, which kind of cancels it out. So I guess I'm saying if Jack and Toko were separate characters, like the personality of Jack was just a completely separate character and not like a split personality, I would maybe like that character.
Yeah.
But it just kind of. And I said if you're a character I'm talking about that I like less than like I said not to go into my Kyoko rant, but if you're a character I like less than that who gets to the end, I think that's a problem.
Yeah.
And I guess Kyoko's isn't because she's not relevant. It's just I think she's too overpowered. I think is more what it is. And I guess it's worse to be irrelevant than be too useful.
Yeah.
I think that's worse, to being too irrelevant. But yeah, that's for another time. This is stupid. Serial killer my ass. The killer just used it to cover their face.
That's weird.
But even so, they chose something that stands out. That might be true, but...
However,
although it's easy to write this off as foolish, it might be best to exercise some caution. Sonia, can you tell me everything you know about this so-called sparkling justice?
As the light of justice shines upon my mask, I expose the hearts of malevolent evil.
The hell?
Justice complete! The center of justice that is pierced by justice. The lead star of justice that shines in the night sky. That would be me. Sparkling justice!
Thank you, Sonia. What the heck was that?
Well,
That is Sparkling Justice's catchphrase.
And she had it all completely memorized word for word.
Yeah. An unknown serial killer has a catchphrase?
do you have a minute?
I read it in a magazine in the library. There has only ever been one person, a journalist, who has interviewed Sparkling Justice. The article was written in their native language, so I tried translating it. However, in the end, that journalist was punished by Sparkling Justice too. I was about to say, you probably won't walk away from that. No good can come from getting involved with a serial killer. The serial killer might not want to hear that from you. This is all I know about Sparkling Justice. Thanks to the masks, nobody knows their true age or gender, making them a very mysterious individual. Isn't that kind of a stretch to say there's a serial killer hiding in our group?
Listen!
No, it does not mean they are in our group. It is possible the serial killer was lurking on this island all along before they decided to murder Mahiru. That's probably not possible. But that is the only thing I can think of. I mean, no matter how much I think about it, I simply cannot believe it. That one of us is capable of committing such a horrible murder. No matter how much I think about it, I simply cannot believe it. Sonia, yeah, I mean, that's, yeah. I feel like I can understand where she's coming from. Like, she even admitted, like, these are her first friends, and, like, now that they're dying, like, that probably really kills her, like, emotionally. Yeah, I mean, I can understand that. I do understand how Sonia's feeling. It's highly unlikely there's a serial killer hiding on this island. So let's see what Mikan's got, and I think that'll be it. I forget what she has. I guess she's just telling us that she probably died instantly or something.
Yeah.
Mikan, you had something to say too, right?
Well, compared to the others, what I have to say isn't that important. So, please don't get your hopes up and be disappointed.
I get it. Just get on with it.
I tried my best to perform the autopsy, and I was able to find out Mahiru was definitely killed by a blow to the head. She was probably struck from behind by one blow. Based on the scar, the weapon is clearly the metal bat. But every dark cloud has a silver lining, as they say. It looks like Mahiru didn't suffer. Yeah, that's what you were saying earlier. She was killed pretty much instantly.
Yeah, it's not like with
by the blow.
Yeah, it's not like with Byakuya where he may have lived through the first couple stabs before he finally died.
Yep.
What does that mean?
Well,
There is no doubt that she died instantly.
That's what I thought. Her death was instant. That sounds a little strange. I think I better remember that. That's what I figured. Yeah, Mikan's autopsy has been added to the bullets. Yeah, I think if you get just struck from behind like that, you're probably dead right away.
Yeah. And there's another thing I found. I'm sorry I started talking on my own. Are you busy right now?
Just tell me.
During the autopsy, I discovered this in Mahiru's pocket.
I was going to tell you this in person, but I couldn't find you, so I put this in your mailbox. About what we discussed earlier, is it okay if we change the place and time? I want you to come to the beach house on the second island at 2 p.m. Just in case that doesn't say what the text is on the screen, I'll read it real quick. It seems there's someone who wants to inform or interfere with our morning. Let's keep it a secret. Until then, let's try not to see each other for a while. It would be bad if they started suspecting us for no reason, Hiyoko Sayonji. I presume that'll be on the screen, but just in case it's not, I'm going to read it.
Yeah.
Oh, no, here we go.
Yeah.
Okay, it seems that someone wants to favorite meeting. Let's keep it secret until then. Let's try not to see each other for a while. It would be bad if they started suspecting us for no reason. Hiyoko Sayonji. This letter.
If this is real, it would mean Hiyoko met up with Mahiru, right?
Plus Mahiru's estimated time of death was around 3. And they met 30 minutes prior.
If we think about that, that implies... Then... Oh, I'm starting to get confused.
It's true. What does it mean? If it's true, what does it mean? What happened between Hiyoko and Mahiru? Or Mahiru and Hiyoko. The letter on Mahiru has been out of the bullets. And that should be it. Maybe we have to talk to Nagito again? Maybe. Should be everything. Hey, tell me what you know already. Didn't you find out who those footprints? Oh yeah, that's right, this. Yeah, whose footprints those were? Actually, how were you able to find that out? After listening to everyone's story at the airport, I went to a certain place. Well, it's probably better to say I snuck in. To everyone's cottages. Everyone's cottages?
Yep.
I told Monokuma I needed access for the investigation, so he simply let me in. That bastard, he does something shady again.
Now then.
But why did I do something like that? Well, I'll explain my reasoning to you. Nagito squatted near the entrance of the beach house and began to spread out some papers he was holding.
See?
Come on, Hajime, take a look. After all, I went through the trouble of gathering all this. Okay, so he actually got all our footprints. Those are footprints. I see, so the reason you snuck into everyone's cottage was...
Yep.
That's right, I wanted to get a sample of everyone's footprints. But unfortunately, Fuyuhiko wouldn't leave his cottage, so I couldn't complete it. Well, I guess it's no big deal. It seems obvious the footprints belong to this person. Whose footprints are they?
Yep.
Hiyoko Sayonji. I don't know if it's Sayonji or Sayonji. I think either one would work.
Well...
Hiyoko's.
Okay.
To be honest, the reason I summoned her here... Oh, sorry. What were you saying?
Hiyoko. Hold on. So... Yeah, in Japanese it'd be pronounced...
I guess Sayonji would be the Japanese one. And Sayonji would be English. The American.
Yeah, it would be... Sayonji. I believe.
To be honest, the reason I summoned her to the airport was so I could lure her out of her cottage. She shut herself inside her cottage, remember? If she stayed in there, I couldn't sneak in. Well,
Perhaps...
can't argue with that logic. So I figured if I lured her out, she wouldn't be in a hurry to go back to her cottage. You're treating her like a small animal. Well, she kind of is.
Yeah.
But it was totally worth it. The footprint I collected there was smaller than anyone else's, and it matched with the footprints at the beach house. I mean, I feel if it was that small, you could have easily told who it was.
Yeah.
I mean, her feet are so much smaller than everyone else's, except maybe Fuyuhiko's. And there's probably a distinct difference in the kind of shoes he wears and the kind of shoes she wears.
Yep.
Yep, there's definitely no mistake. These are Hiyoko's footprints. This Fuyuhiko probably wears like dress shoes.
Yeah.
And
Hey,
Hiyoko,
it's obvious those are like the wooden sandals she wears.
yeah. And Fuyuhiko, like I said, he probably wears like those like dress suits, shoes with his suit.
Yeah.
Footprints on the beach has been updated. Also, it's not like I was snooping around or anything, but I found something really interesting at her cottage. Something interesting.
See?
I found a lot of these candies in her room. That's... They're gummy candies that come in 4 different flavors: strawberry, melon, grape, and orange. It looks like she got it from the supermarket. Apparently she really likes this brand of gummies. Well, she just talked about how she ate candy all the time.
Yeah.
She did mention that at breakfast a few days ago. There should have been other gummy brands, but she only brought home a bunch of these. People are like that sometimes. There are people who only eat the same brand, even if it's just potato chips.
Like you and your Pringles.
I eat other chips besides Pringles. I mean, they are my favorite, but I will eat other ones.
Lay's and...
What's wrong with that? Well, it's not like it relates to the incident, but I thought I should tell you just in case. Just in case. Coming from this guy, that means... Yeah, it's probably relevant. It probably greatly relates to the incident. Yeah, okay. Gummy bags with edibles.
Why would he know about this?
Yeah, you're right. He probably... Yeah, if it implies he just came here, he wouldn't have been able to see the thing in the closet yet.
Yeah. Unless he... I don't know.
Unless he was doing that while we were talking to Mika or something. I guess he just thinks it's...
Okay.
I guess he just thinks it may be somewhat relevant just because that's all she had there.
Yeah.
I don't know.
The time for unparalleled hedonism has come to an end!
Unparalleled hedonism?
What is that?
It's
what is hedonism?
I believe... Let's get a good... Yeah. The ethical theory that pleasure and the sense of satisfaction of desires is the highest good and proper aim of human life.
What? That doesn't make any sense with what we're talking about here. And the way he says unparalleled, it means there's nothing like that particular brand of hedonism.
Yeah.
Right now, that doesn't make any sense. I mean, we've established Monokuma is very nonsensical.
I guess that's Monokuma's way of the fun is over.
Come! Now is the time to fight the decisive battle!
I guess you might be
The
right.
hostility of fresh blood, the insanity of a contest of wits! The class trial is finally raising its curtain! So meet up in front of Monokuma Rock! Once you're there, please proceed to the underground by taking the elevator located at the secret entrance.
Monokuma Rock is my favorite music genre.
Is it like...
I'll see you soon!
Is it like Jingle Bell Rock?
Yeah, something like that.
Or Party Rock, maybe?
Except there's a lot more people that die.
Yeah.
It's very despair-inducing.
Yeah. I wonder if that's what, like... Oh, I can't say that either. Dang it. I'll have to remember that later. I'll have to remember that for later.
You think Monokuma just listens to, like, death metal all day?
Probably, provided there's actual meaning of death in the songs. Like,
yeah.
It looks like it's time. I guess the investigation is over.
Well, it's very convenient that they always give us just enough time to talk to everyone and gather all the clues first.
I think it's implied since Monokuma's watching, he knows when it's enough.
Yeah.
So it's finally starting. The clash trial where our hopes and the killer's hopes will finally clash. But it's alright. Either way, hope will win in the end.
Alright.
Now then, let's go and prove it.
What's he excited about?
There's no reason to respond to a guy like that. Anyway, we should start heading over. At the trial field where Monokuma is waiting, I have to make my case there.
There is no escape.
We have no choice but to press forward. Now then, let us go. As we talked among ourselves, we left the beach house and Mahiru's body. It must feel bad just having to leave these bodies here to go to these trials.
Yeah.
I mean, like, if you recall, like, when we went to see Nagito, Byakuya's body wasn't even there. It's almost like nothing even happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, not the park.
Alright. Is it...
Yeah, it's that way.
Yeah.
I think. Oh, shoot. No, you're going the right way. I think. No, you might have been going the long way. No, you went the long way. Yeah, you went the long way.
Yeah.
You're on the central island. You should have just gone to the right. Oh, well.
There's the... all the
The eagle, the mono beasts. There's a lighthouse over there.
yeah. That's an eagle with machine gun legs.
Yeah, machine gun talons. Yeah, that's really fun.
Yeah. I've never really looked at these very closely
Yeah, there
outside
was
of the beginning.
Like
yeah,
a
there's
tiger
like
thing.
the-
Or... That's like a horse.
It's more like a it's like a big
horse thing.
horse dog
Yeah.
thing.
I know
Like a
there was a
dog.
snake. I think the tiger was the first one of the
Yeah.
5.
It was a lion, I think.
Yeah, like some
And
kind of
then
cat.
there's
There's these 3.
Yeah.
I forget what the other one was. The 4th one. Oh. That's something I was gonna say, but I forgot it. No, let me go! Help me! Ah! He's gonna do something crazy to me! I'll be ruined!
Why you?
Hey, shut up and stay put, you stubborn little Lolita!
Stop it!
Hey, stop harassing little girls!
This is... what's going on?
Sheesh.
Well, it's the first time we've seen you in a long time.
Yeah. Hyoko was trying to run away, but Monokuma brought her by force. But Hyoko's still trying to run away, so Monokuma is trying to wrap her in a full Nelson.
Full Nelson.
That would be a really funny scene to see from an outsider's perspective.
Yeah.
Yeah, a stuffed bear trying to do a headlock on a teenage girl. That would be quite the sight to behold.
Yeah. Damn it.
Hey, if you don't stay put, I'm gonna make you part of this island's food chain!
Are you gonna sob?
No, I can't. I'm not upset right now.
Okay.
Unbelievable.
Jeez, making me waste my sweet ass time. But there's another problem to deal with besides this one. Where the heck is Fuyuhiko? That guy, he totally ditched my appointment. He pisses me off.
What is happening? What the heck?
I forgot about this.
What the heck? I forgot about that.
I forgot about both Monokuma. That scene. Oh man.
I forgot about that.
He changed his form.
I'm right here.
Ah. Fuyuhiko, you came. I was worried about you.
There's nowhere to run. There's nowhere for me to run anyway. So no matter the ending, I have to accept it, right? But still.
Bastard!
I'm a Yakuza. Accepting defeat is not an option. Fuyuhiko, what does that mean?
Well, it's all good. If the trial heats up, it's all good.
Anyway,
Looks like everyone's here. So let's depart now.
That is just disturbing.
Yeah, does that ever happen again? Does that ever happen again in this game?
I don't know. I
don't
don't
know if it ever
remember it
does.
happening. But yeah, that is. Yeah, Monokuma should not have abs that look that good.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I didn't know he was your type.
Yeah, I don't know. Might be.
see ya later!
Yeah. Homicidal bear that loves despair. That's
He's secretly jacked under all that fur.
I mean, it's like when they used like the one when he became really fat in the third game. I don't think they ever used it after the one scene they did it.
Yeah.
I don't remember
Yeah,
that
they
it ever
like
comes up again.
They do like to sometimes throw in these like random visual gags just to kind of break things up a little bit.
I don't know if this. I legit don't know if this ever comes up again.
No,
I totally forgot this was in the game.
me too. I'll go first and be one step ahead of you guys.
This is bad.
Crap. I'm not mentally prepared yet.
Like,
Do you even have to prepare?
Show some spirit!
If you don't have enough power, harness your talent-laden energy. Come on, bring out that energy!
This, too, must be the will of causality.
So it begins, the beginning of the end. Now then, let's keep our spirits high, so we can one day find that shining hope. Yeah, that's right, I can only... Moving forward is the only option. Alright, get
Did
inside that room.
Naruto say something that they didn't make them even more confused for once?
Yeah. Unless everyone just chose not to respond to it.
Yeah.
Alright, let's get in that rock. You don't need to talk to these other fools right now, but... And there might be some flavor text, but I think I don't know how many of it's really interesting, so... Back inside the really conspicuous rock again. I'm still trying to remember what I was gonna say earlier when we were leaving the beach house, but I forgot what it was. I legit can't remember what I was gonna say.
No matter how many times I see it, it's such bad taste. The worst, the lowest, most brutal taste.
Somehow I moved my muscles stiff from fear and nerves and awkwardly walked to the escalator. For some reason my breathing was short and I eventually was struck by a feeling similar to dizziness. The moment all of us were inside Monokuma Rock. Inside we go. A rumbling sound filled the room and the surrounding space began to fall. As it shook with a clatter, the elevator we were inside continued to drop. Though throughout that drop I was fluctuating between feeling hope and despair. As if my heart was a rotten fruit swelling in the sun before it finally goes squish. I suddenly stopped breathing. Going down for a while here. My consciousness began to fade from the pressure. I tried to endure that pressure by firmly standing on my legs. After a while, the elevator's vibrations gradually weakened. And then it stopped altogether. Okay. Have a different background here.
Aim! Defeat the boring routine! So, I've decided to start redecorating. How's it look? Mr. Monokuma's redecoration is awesome, isn't it?
impossible!
It's not like I'd allow you to think otherwise anyway.
That is...
To go through the trouble of doing something this elaborate. Really, what is your true intention?
No!
Nothing really. Essentially, this killing game is just to kill time anyway. Kill time. Break away from my purpose. That alone is my purpose.
I thought your purpose was to fill people with despair. So if you were going to break away from that purpose, why are we killing each other?
A purpose is only gonna be a weakness. Those who have purpose are always the weakest ones in the bunch. I'm not sure that's true. That's why you guys should forget about such cheap-ass purposes like trying to survive. And enjoy the class trial from the bottom of your heart.
Nice.
I feel like that's just his way to manipulate people into not trying to actually solve the murder case.
Yeah. It's starting. The class trial is starting. Mahiru Koizumi, the ultimate photographer. She had an unyielding force of personality, but she was actually very good at taking care of people. Most importantly, she was always straightforward. That person that killed her is among us. It wasn't out yet.
Yeah. But it is pretty funny that a game about figuring out who a murderer is has the words Among Us so often.
I don't want to believe it. I don't want to believe it. I don't want to believe it, but... Regardless, we need to find the answer. It doesn't matter if you believe it or not. Because it's the only way. Aside from finding out who the killer is, there's no other way for us to survive. And so, this life-threatening trial billowing with hope and despair has begun. Alright, save the game.
Yeah, that was quite a lot.
I did not think it was that long. Alright, well, we can
I
equip
was
this.
correct, though.
What?
I said it'd take about another 30 minutes. It did.
Okay. What lies within Monokuma's video game? Is it truth or lies? What is the motive that ties the game and reality together? Where did the killer who escaped from the beach house go? There's no looking away from the hopeless memories reflected in the twilight. I was reading the bottom of the screen. We'll equip the skills next time. Just we need to remember to do that when we start next time, because even if we do it now, it was after the save.
Yeah.
But yeah, next time that's gonna be it for tonight. Next time we'll be taking on the trial. That's probably all we're gonna do. But before we end, like I did for the first chapter, I'm just gonna give a couple thoughts about, just briefly what I thought about the first part of this chapter when I first played the game, just to give you some insight here, and I'll let ACP give some thoughts as well. Like when I first played the game, as I mentioned last time, when they did the whole thing with the game, the video game, I've mentioned this in the last stream, I'm like, this is different from the first game. They're doing things differently. And with how they did it, and then when you actually, play the full game and piece together, what happened, it's like ACP mentioned, that for me when I first played was actually very tricky to figure out exactly how it happened and how it actually connects to the game. Like the actual murder case here. In regards to like the person who died, I feel like this is one of the deaths that I probably should have seen was going to happen when it did, but I just didn't.
Mm-hmm.
Especially I mean, we missed it as I pointed out, but when you go to the arcade machine the first time, you see her walking around.
Yeah.
You kind of know that something might happen to her, and then also it gets worse. Like when I said, when you're getting ready for the party, and they say Mahiru didn't want to come, and this is definitely something someone like her would actually do. So I feel at that point I should have probably figured that she was dead, or that I guess I don't want to say, I guess going to be killed and dead are different things, but I should have presumed that she was going to die in this chapter.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think, as I mentioned, I only really got 2 deaths when they happened correct, and only one of them was like where there was like really any options.
Yeah.
Because the second one, there was really no one else it could have been. And I will tell you what that one is when we get to it. But this is one I feel I maybe should have gotten. Because I feel the first one, it's more unpredictable with the fact of who was going to die there. Maybe like when you notice who's gone, it's obvious then. But like the fact who was going to die when that happened was not obvious. But this one, it's like, yeah, I felt that way. And with Mahiru herself, I feel Mahiru, if you don't do her free times, may not be especially interesting. Like I've said before, she's, outside of Hajime, probably the other really normal person in this group of characters. And I said, obviously, like, when you're a talent like a photographer, like a pretty base talent like that, you're pretty normal. And and so I said I feel we don't do her free time. You don't really get to know kind of why she is the way she is, and I think some of the stuff you see with that is actually pretty interesting.
Mm-hmm.
And I have done her free times, and her last one's actually very sweet. So I may want to cover those in the bonus mode later, but that's and I said but just off the base game, if you don't really, you get a base idea of kind of what she's like, but it's very shallow, like you said. It's not the most interesting.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, and I don't really have a problem with her dying here. It's not a character that I was like, I didn't expect her to get to the end of the game. So I'm like, I wasn't feeling. I don't want to say I don't feel bad, because I did. I definitely felt bad, when anybody dies,
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, it's one of those things where I'm like, I'm not connecting, right? At least not right now with this character. When the murder happens, you definitely connect with it more during the trial. When you figure out why everything happened the way that it did, then I think it really does a good job at making you feel something.
Yeah.
And I will get into that when we do the trial next time. But that's kind of what I thought. And I don't dislike Mahiru by any means. Like, she's not unlikable. I think I don't know if it's worse to be not especially interesting or unlikable. I'm not sure which one is worse.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I guess it depends on in what ways you're unlikable. Like, if you're a character that's not supposed to be likable, and that's like your whole purpose, but there's still like some significance, I think that's different than just being a character that's just not that's just like that's just outright what. Yeah, you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And so I don't mind that she's not, at least in the base game, especially interesting, because it's not a huge problem, because like, in a cast of 16, not everyone can be super deep and especially interesting.
Yeah.
And I kind of had that problem with V3 too. I think all 3 games I sort of have that problem with some characters, and that's just going to happen with an ensemble cast. And it's and I guess just quickly going back to like what I was talking about with the ships earlier, like going back to the way at the beginning of the stream. One other ship I don't really mind. I don't mind like shipping Hajime and Mahiru very much, because like just kind of the whole normal thing that they got going, where it's like that's like a fairly normal couple you would just see in a general high school. Yeah. Like 2 really normal people who you can tell care about other people, but other than that, they're not super eccentric like everybody else is. And they would kind of just keep each other grounded in several ways. So I don't mind that ship too much. I actually like it. Yeah. And in the whole thing of like the Goodbye Despair fanfic I mentioned before, that is actually one of the big focuses. And in chapter 2, that's a huge thing where, because obviously Hajime stops Mahiru from dying, that's when she actually starts to feel a connection with him as to like why he did that. Yeah. Because you find out, because obviously a lot of stuff is playing out for the same reasons, as in this game. So Mahiru is going to die for the same reason as she does in the actual game. So she's kind of accepted that, and so she's now wondering, why did Hajime step in and save her when she felt it was justified what was going to happen to her. Yeah. And that's when they start to actually really bond, and it actually carries the rest of the story. I think it's actually pretty nicely developed. So, but that being said, what are your thoughts about the first part of this chapter up to the trial? Then we can close it out for the night. Just want to get some of your thoughts about when we first played it, and what do you think now? Like, I just want to give some insight here.
I definitely, the very first time I played it, I definitely didn't have any idea where the mystery game was going. Yeah, I didn't really piece together the connection between the characters in the game and the characters on the island until it actually explicitly mentioned it. Yeah, it would have been pretty hard to predict, I feel like.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I know you mentioned in the first chapter, like you were saying, like you didn't expect Byakuya to die right away. I mean, I'm not sure if you really felt like you knew who was going to die here or not. I'm not really sure.
Yeah, yeah, this one I definitely did not expect the the victim or the murderer. I did not really piece together who the murderer is until like very late in the trial.
Yeah. Yeah, because I feel like, without spoiling too much, like, the character, you know, some of the characters involved in this whole thing are, you wouldn't really think are related, and so you don't really piece that together right away.
Yeah. It's really hard to piece together.
You know, who's actually important and who's not.
Specific, yeah, like who, because yeah, I feel like unless there's something I've missed twice now, it's extremely hard to guess the connection of the murderer and I guess you could say the accomplice. If that's the right word for it.
Yeah.
Like, that is... I don't know if you could. Like, I don't know if there's anything... I mean, there's, like, very... vague hints in the game that you can maybe guess. But it would be nothing but a guess at most.
Yeah, I think that you're right, like with the whole killer and accomplice. I don't think there's really anything in the investigation that would tell you what the connection is.
Yeah.
And if I recall,
like,
yeah, sorry.
A lot of the other game, or a lot of the other trials would at least kind of hint at stuff like that. So like, even if you're exceptionally clever, you probably could figure out something like that in a lot of other ones. But
yeah, like if you look like Trial 3 from the first game, with like the fact that Fumi was the accomplice, like that.
Yeah.
Like,
I feel like you could have figured it out in like some of those ones. I feel like this one you straight up just can't.
Yeah, like
until it explicitly tells you.
Yeah, because I said, if I recall, like there's not really anything in the investigation that tells you, and I think what tips it off to you, there's one scene in the trial with one like reaction that starts to get you to question, like, wait, why do they care about something that happened?
Yeah.
And I think you're right. I don't think you're missing anything, because I don't think there's much there you can really interpret with like the accomplice connection, if there is one. So I mean,
yeah.
Yeah, so I think that's it's kind of interesting that they do that. I said with like comparing this murder, just really quick before we end it, comparing this, I kind of compared like the chapter 1, murder before we started the trial, to like the very beginning of the first game with the murder before the trial, and then I kind of compared it after the trial as well. Like with this one, comparing it to Trial 2 in the first game, I don't know, like I feel like the setup for this one is, like the actual setup of the whole scenario is a lot better than the one in the first game, because the one in the first game, it's set up very simply. I guess it's set up in the same way where there's a similar cause of death, someone just got clocked over the head with something, but the whole like setup around it is, I guess also paralleled, I guess, with the whole like, hidden past kind of thing.
Yeah.
Because if you recall in the first game with the whole secrets thing, so I guess it sort of parallels it, but I find this is more interesting, I think, when you find out the connections between certain people.
Yeah.
Now I would definitely say that there's a much less, gap between the level of goodness in the trial with this one compared to the gap in the first trial in this game and the first trial in the first game. Where, like we pointed out, like it's not impossible, like really even that, I said, I feel like you said, like about halfway through the trial in this game, you can figure out who did it in the first trial, but maybe not like instantly, but like we're in the first game, if you're semi-intelligent, you know right away.
Yeah.
So like this one, I feel there's a lot less of a gap where it's like of like the quality, I think, with the setup.
Yeah.
But the actual trial, I'll leave my thoughts for that until we finish. But the actual trials, I would say, are pretty even, I think, in my opinion, between Trial 1 in this game and Trial 1 in the second game. And even Trial 2 in the third game, like, ironically, this one I have the same problem that I have with Trial 3 or Trial 2 in the third game, which I will explain when we get to it. And if you've heard me talking, you probably know exactly what that is, because I think I've mentioned it in this stream, but I'll get to that when I get to that. But Yeah, I definitely think that, the Trial 2s throughout all 3 games are more in line with each other in terms of being equally good in comparison to the first Trials, where the first one, there is a big quality improvement for 2 and 3 for Trial 1, for the Trial 1s in the games. I think V3's Trial 1 and this game's Trial 1 are much better than the first game's Trial 1, but, we'll get into that when we get to that next time. Next stream will probably be in a couple days, I'm not exactly sure when, but join us again next time for Trial 2 on Danganronpa 2 Goodbye Despair. I have been Mr. Grinchman. I've once again been along with ACP. Thank you for joining us, and good night, everybody.
Yep.